What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the after party. Presented by us, HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. I was looking for a way to incorporate that into the thing. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. How's everyone doing? Did we have a good day one of the fucking tournament or what? Holy shit. We got a lot to talk about. I've got candy, so I'm going to eat that at some point in time. I got Red Bull, so I'm going to drink that at some time.
I guess I'm not ready. I should have brought snacks.
I literally stopped at the gas station before the Q&A we did earlier. So
nice.
I tried, like, I've had a little bit of a headache today. Like, I had to go pick up my kid from daycare today. She's feeling under the weather. Not strep, thank God. We got her tested for that. But it's just like, it's been a day. But that's besides, we're not here to fucking listen to that shit. You're here for us to talk about Halo, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, my name is Josh, aka JK Fire. I'm joined, obviously, by the man in the original HCS collaborative hoodie with Space Station, Will, aka I'm Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Friday evening?
I'm doing fine. Good day one of Halo, and some wild things have happened after hours here, and we're going to probably go over all of it.
I agree. And yes, we are. For those who have not joined us for an after party stream before, we did these for Arlington. Well, for London, they're going to be just a little bit different. What I mean by that is we're going to have set time frames. Will and I are old. We like to sleep. And the fact that the games are on so early because they're in London, not here, we also, like, I'm up early anyway because of the kid, but that's besides the point. Like, we need to be able to watch the matches as they take place, which happens very early in the morning. So we will be going live for 3 hours, so from 9 p.m. Central to midnight, and we'll be doing that for the next 3 nights. So today, tomorrow, and Sunday, it's going to be a great time. So for those who are tuning in live, welcome. Hope everyone's having a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Tiger Tom, I saw you in there. Good evening, gentlemen. Hello from Papa Lucid. Are you ready? Oh my God. You know who else is ready? I think Mind Freak is ready. Are you ready? Because they made it into pools. We'll talk about that later. Don't you worry. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. Welcome to the after party. And real quick, Subaru with the 3-month resub and Aftershocker with the 3-month resub. You guys get a woo woo. Thank you so much for the resubs. Welcome back. Kuza, why the fuck did you unfollow us? But thank you for the follow regardless. Wild and Cook. I just tried to say Kuka, but that wasn't going to work out. Cook and Lord Ikuza and Wild, thank you all for the follows. Welcome to the after party. I need to get back to saying that again, Will. Not the live show, but the after party.
Yeah.
So, I didn't fucking put the tweet out. The tweet's out. That took forever.
Wonderful.
Colby tweeted us and says, at Mountain Dew, at Mattress Firm, the HCS Pro Talk after party is live. Do not miss your chance to sponsor the firmest after show in the scene.
Let's go.
Love it. Love it. Tiger Tom with the 5 gifted. Fucking A. You get a whoa. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I'm already sweating. Holy shit. Akuza says, I keep having issues with Twitch. It's all fucked. I might have to just make a new account because Twitch support hates me. Hey, we don't hate you. Okay. So I'm sorry if Twitch support hates you, but we don't hate you. We love you and we're happy that you're here. I had to unfollow because I got Turbo instead. Please forgive me. I could never. I always forgive you. You're good. Shame there's nothing there's nothing interesting going on in the scene for the boys to talk about tonight. Right, Classic? Crazy. Just crazy. All right. Sorry, just checking in on things, making sure we have everything ready to go. Will!
Yeah.
I think we talk about the thing that happened first. And then we can talk about the actual tournament. So let's start things off. Let's break things down. Let's talk about the Spartan situation. Actually, hold on. God damn it. The fuck is going on right now? Sorry, everybody.
You having technical issues over there?
No, I'm just like, shit's popping. You know what I mean? It's popping. It's popping. Okay. Hold on. I need to make sure that this is up first. There we go. Then I think I hit that button. I don't need to hit that button. I don't fucking care. I should say I don't care that much. Then if I hit this button, hey, there it is. We did the fucking thing. See, this is what happens when you put me in charge of technology, Will. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it just takes a minute. So we got there. That's all that matters. Broken Hawk welcomes his first live show. Welcome. Happy to have you. This isn't even the fucking live show. This is the after party. You know what I mean? Like, you made it to the best kind of live show.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I gotta take a sip of this Red Bull, Dan. Fine, Dan. All right. Watermelon flavor for those who care. Because fuck.
Oh, that's one of the best.
Seriously, like, who drinks normal Red Bull? Crazy.
With all the flavors
people.
They have now, why would you?
Seriously. Pro Talk After Dark. That's right. That's right, Junior.
If you need to know the best Red Bull flavors, hit up Tyler Hits Buttons. He knows what he's talking about.
What's his favorite?
Juneberry?
All right.
Try it out.
Riz says me, fuck you. Hey, Riz, fuck you too. All right, let's talk about the Spartan situation. So, you guys remember seeing one of these? Do you guys remember seeing one of these thingies? These web pages with a competitive article? Yeah. Waypoint.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. You guys remember seeing one of these competitive ruling articles take place? I remember. It was the Router 2 situation, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was literally the last time we saw this article take place. So, with that in mind, something happened at London. Let's read it. Now, but actually, hold on. I'm going to go cam real quick. Before we get into this, to what we have been told, thanks in part to, I mean, Ash, I'm just gonna shout you out, regardless if you wanted this shouted or not. Ash, for reaching out to get permission that we could share something else that we'll be sharing shortly. Not all the information's out yet. Based off of the other thing that we have that we'll share in just a minute. Okay. And that's not, I'm not trying to like fucking, again, this isn't for clickbait. This isn't for any shit like that. This is literally like, when you see it, you'll know, and we'll get there. So with that in mind, we'll go through the timeline of events. Okay. We'll go through the timeline of events. Back to the screen. So today, shortly after the matches had finished for the day, there was a Waypoint article that released, and it's titled HCS London Major 2024 Competitive Ruling. Okay. And I'm going to read it word for word. So background. During pool play at the HCS London Major, Complexity were on stage preparing for their match against FaZe, when during routine equipment checks, the administration was led to discover that Spartan's SSD was not the official tournament SSD. Upon further inspection, it was discovered that the software on the SSD was not provided by the administration and furthermore contained new, unapproved software as well as other changes to the existing software in an effort to increase the performance of the PC. No software of any other nature was discovered. When talked to, Spartan cooperated with the investigation. So just real quick, there was discussion around whether or not this had to do with controller overclocking. Nothing here states that verbatim. Okay? Nothing within this article states that. The ruling. Competitive integrity and fairness are paramount to the HCS, our partner teams, players, and community. Due to the tampering of official league-provided equipment and the nature of gaining a competitive advantage in the tournament as a result of tampering, Complexity have been disqualified from the tournament. I'm not going to read through the rules here. You can feel free to do so if you'd like to, but they are clearly stated. What I am going to read through is the tournament update. Due to the disqualification of Complexity, the following tournament rulings have been made. Complexity receive an automatic last place in Pool C. The match that took place between FaZe and Complexity will be ruled as a 3-0 map count in favor of FaZe. Their match record is 2-0 headed into day 2. The match that did not take place between Cloud9 and Complexity will be ruled as a 3-0 map count in favor of Cloud9. Their match record is 1-1 headed into day 2. There will still only be one team from the open bracket that will qualify for Pool C following the conclusion of open bracket play, which we already know who it's going to be. We'll talk about that in a minute. They will receive an automatic match victory over Complexity with a map count of 3-0 and will enter pool play with a record of 1-0. Complexity will receive 0 HCS points and 0 prizing. Okay? Going back to dual cam for a sec. So that was the Waypoint article that released. That was the first piece that had released. Then, once that article came out, the fucking floodgates opened. Okay? So I'm going to hit you with, I'm not going to physically hit you. That's abuse. I'm not here to do that. Okay? I would never do that to you, chat. Don't worry. Will, I'm not going to do that to you either. Okay? I promise.
Oh, thanks.
Instead, I'm going to hit you with these tweets that have been posted from various parties, and we'll provide, kind of like we did with like the G1 situation, the story so far. Okay? Because when we get to the end of it, there may be more to come. Okay? Okay, so first and foremost, we have the Spartan tweet. This, it's one thing, Will, to take something on the chin. And Will, I have fucking, like, I've somewhat in a very small way advocated for him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like not in this instance, but like just in general. I thought that things had gotten better. I thought that he was learning. I thought that he was growing. And I say it on the show. I've said it on the show a million times at this point. Like, I have not agreed with a lot of the things that he said in the past. And I really thought that things were, you know, on the up and up. Well, Spartan tweets out a picture, and the picture says, "Here I sit feeling flawed, tried to yee, but only hawed." And it's a meme with Patrick fucking Star in a cowboy outfit. Now, I love SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Will, we love SpongeBob. You know? Chocolate! But there's a time and the place. And this was not the time nor the place for this.
You know, I mean, what else do you say in the situation? Like, do you just come out with a straight apology? Like,
so that's a great question, Will.
Being no, like, we all kind of know Tyler's persona online. Like, it fits, right? Like, it just fits.
Yeah. So, in the official statement from the HCS, in that statement, it states that the administration was led to discover that Spartan's SSD was not the official tournament SSD. Okay? With that in mind, after Spartan's tweet, we have this. Bittersweet, Celeste, tournament admin, Like she's done adminning of tournaments for the HCS and other tournaments as well, grassroots included. And she said, the tournament has its own SSDs that we have assigned to all pros and they're labeled. Their profile is created on it before tournament day. So the staff has the entire SSD collection on hand that we plug in ourselves every match. The players are not allowed to use their own SSDs. Okay, so that provides a lot of insight as to like what are the going-ons in the actual venue, like at the actual tournament. Okay?
Yeah.
Makes sense. So then Brittany, Spartan's girlfriend, tried to provide a different side of the story as well. Okay, I want to try to be like as neutral and as nice as I can be right now, okay? So she came online, she went on Twitter. She's obviously upset as to what the fuck is going on. Her boyfriend got the team disqualified from the tournament. It's a big fucking deal. She went online, aired some things herself. Here's what she said. Since y'all will literally believe anything you read on the internet, the man did a clean install of Windows on the SSD provided to him and was DQ'd for trying to get an unfair advantage, end quote, by reinstalling Windows. But go the fuck off with the shit you're talking. So Ash, shout out Ash, said, not here to attack anyone, but the ruling says it wasn't the SSD provided to him. And Brittany replied, again, believe anything you read on the internet. They can and will say whatever they want to say. It was quite literally the SSD that was given to him. They are accusing him of bringing his own. Textbook definition of slander. So that reply comes up. And then actually, I should say there's one more here. This one here states, so Overload and Ash did a reply, and Overload said, to be honest, once he did a fresh install, it was the same physical drive, but not the, quote, same drive of data, end quote. Brittany said, that's fair, but there was no software installed to the device in order to gain an advantage. They were literally slandering him by releasing a public statement saying that. He cooperated with them and explained exactly what he did, then played the phase match with a different SSD. So the thing that I find confusing, Will, right? The thing that I find confusing. Brittany, in a reply previous, had said that Spartan did a clean install of Windows on the SSD that was provided to him. Right?
Yeah.
Just a reply, one reply earlier. Then in the recent reply, she says he cooperated with them and explained exactly what he did, then played the phase match with a different SSD. So I'm wondering, like, did HCS, EE, whatever, did they just give him a different SSD to play on and, like, Bob's your uncle? I don't know. And I don't want to speculate. I'm just, like, kind of, hypothetically asking. I don't know. Okay, so those statements come out, right? Also, real quick, I apologize for missing this. Evening Live, Sabbatical, and Lally Warrior, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the after party. And Daddy with the bit, thanks for the bit. Okay, Will, so those statements come out, right? And a lot of talk back and forth between multiple different parties as to what the fuck is going on. Blah, 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 blah. So again, I want to give a shout out to Ash because Ash reached out to Brittany and was like, hey, like, what's going on? Trying to just get a better understanding. Like, we know Ash is not a bad person. Like, he's genuinely he just wants like to get he wants to get the information. He wants to make sure he's not providing misinformation, kind of like us. We don't want to provide misinformation out there. Hence why, like, we don't talk about roster things until they're officially announced because anything can happen. So he had reached out to her, and he had gotten permission that this could be shared. And so I wanted to share it right now. This is from a DM that had happened between Brittany and Ash. It states, "He's my boyfriend, dude. He didn't bring a separate SSD with him, and he wouldn't lie to me about that. He literally texted me and said the game felt horrible during practice, so he reinstalled Windows, the game, and installed MSI Afterburner. He went over everything with them and explained exactly what he did and how he did it. He took accountability then and there and apologized to those who deserved it. What the sheep on Twitter don't know is that his team is backing him. His coach is backing him. His coach is the general manager of Complexity. They're preparing a statement. They think the disqualification was harsh and they're all upset and pissed off, but not with Tyler. I don't condone what he did. He just needs to learn to leave things be. Everyone has to play on the same shitty PCs. But he didn't do it with ill intent. And he didn't believe what he was doing was wrong at the time. He can understand that it was a stupid thing to do in hindsight, but he's not a fucking villain." So again, there's a lot of he said, she said things going on right now. If, I'll say this, Will. The ruling happened. Complexity is disqualified. Plain and simple. I don't think there's, I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't think the HCS would be like, oh, whoopsie, guys. We didn't provide all the context here. Our bad. Complexity, you can come back in. That's not going to fucking happen. With that in mind, if what Brittany is saying is true, then we're going to have a Complexity statement at some point in time. What that statement will be, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. The other thing that gets me, Will, was there's one piece here that we didn't necessarily say, and I wanted to save it for right now. And then, Will, obviously, I want your input. The esports engine admins had determined or had seen that Tyler, Spartan, had peeled the sticker off of the esports engine SSD and put it on his. So I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of he said, she said going on right now. Whether or not he did bring his own SSD, he didn't bring his own SSD. He used, whether or not he used the esports engine, the HCS provided SSD, but then reinstalled Windows and everything via that SSD. And then maybe, I don't know. So maybe the HCS had an additional SSD that they provided Spartan at the time of that phase match, because that would have all the same things that every other SSD had on it, sans his settings. So that is the story so far in terms of this whole fucking situation.
Yeah. It's hard for me to take Brittany's word at face value, to be honest, though.
Sure.
It's she's always going to take Tyler's side no matter what, being his girlfriend.
Sure.
Or perpetuate the story she wants to perpetuate.
While you explain, Rev, you had asked why they're using external SSDs. I'm going to put back up on screen the bittersweet tweet. Will, go ahead and continue.
And yeah, Tyler just said it in chat too. Why would the HCS admins make that up? It's a lot of secondhand information that we might not ever get the full story, because who's fully telling the truth, who's not. It's so messy right now.
Yeah.
But if you did install MSI Afterburner, was that part of the approved software or not? Because if it's not, then there's your answer right there. Yeah. Even if it was a fresh install of Windows, it's almost like it. At the end of the day, it's still manipulating files that were not meant to be messed with. Even if it's just a fresh install of Windows, it's like wiping the Xbox, right? You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
If you're playing on Xbox, it's I don't know. You're changing the settings that the tournament organizers has set up.
No, I don't necessarily disagree with you. And that's the thing too, is that like we don't clearly, I mean, even based off of Brittany's statements, right? Like clearly what he did wasn't right. Like clearly what he did was against the rules. And I mean, he's facing the consequences for it. And the shitty part is that the team has to face the consequences too.
Yeah, that does suck.
That's the shitty thing. I mean, even if the team, like, I'm going to go back to Cam's here. Even if the team, even if the coach, like, even if people are behind you, okay. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to misconstrue things or anything like that. Okay. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second here. Sorry for the stall, guys. I'm trying to figure something out here on the fly. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this image, right? From the DM, where she says he went over everything with them and explained exactly what he did and how he did it. That sounds to me like he did that after the fact. Like he explained it to them after he had reinstalled Windows, after he installed MSI Afterburner, and not necessarily getting permission first. I don't want to put words in her mouth. That's just what it reads to me. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, my impression is whatever happened with that changed or separate SSD was caught. They took that away. Mm-hmm. They gave him the other SSD to play on, went and tried to figure out what was on that SSD, and then he probably went over everything after the match. But if it was before the match.
It was before the match.
That they went over everything?
Yeah.
With them?
They checked before the match had started. Like in the official HCS statement, they had done a hardware check before the match against FaZe. And once it was determined that they had provided him a different SSD to play on to then play the FaZe match.
So that just might be we don't know what the ruling's going to be on this. Here's an SSD, a clean one, go play, and we'll figure it out afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like keep the broadcast going. There's much more than just
exactly
the match at stake there.
That's exactly what it seems like they did. Is that they were already fucking 3-4 hours late in terms of main stage stuff that was going on, and so they needed to keep going. So that would make sense, because clearly they investigated it, made the ruling after the fact, after the day's matches had been concluded. I bet as soon as that match was, before that match even began, I bet as soon as that SSD was taken from Spartan and then he was given a separate one, a team went back and were investigating shit beforehand. So, yeah. Wolf, MG, John, D-Spot thoughts, and number. Thank you all for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Hey, Josh, is that a fact on the sticker peel to apply to a different SSD drive? That was told to us and in our server as well. How do I say this? It's technically secondhand information, so we don't know if it's 100% true. Just like the information from Brittany here. Like, this is all, you know what I mean? And again, not trying to tear people down, like all that stuff. So the sticker information apparently had come from Esports Engine officials that are on site there witnessing.
I mean, the Waypoint article does say, discovered that Spartan's SSD was not the official tournament SSD. Upon further inspection, it was discovered that the software on the SSD was not provided by the administration. Furthermore, contained new unapproved software as well as other changes to existing software in an effort to increase performance of the PC.
So here's the question then. Was it a completely separate SSD that he had brought that Brittany is refuting? Or was it just after, and I forgot who said it, but somebody had said, it was in the reply that we read. It was in the reply that was like, maybe by not the same SSD, it meant because of the software that was on it.
Right. Yeah, it's a little vague.
Yes.
There's some interpretation in there.
Exactly. So that's why, again, there's a lot of he said, she said, and I don't want to just throw Brittany's statements away because what's the phrase? Like, there's always truth in whatever, blah, blah, blah. But either way. So yeah, Tom, the information that we have, the HCS statement that was provided is the HCS statement that's provided. And at the end of the day, Spartan shouldn't have done what he did. If you are a player and are having an issue with hardware, software, whatever it is, the first thing you don't do is take matters into your own hands. Because when you take matters into your own hands as the player, that happens. That's it.
P-Town, that's besides the point here.
Miko and Born in it, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the after party. Yeah, at the end of the day, he did what he should not have done.
He tampered with the official SSD. We can just...
Yep.
Because there's other ways to go about it. If the game's running bad on that PC, you go to the officials.
And Pete Town, we know why he did it. It's just the fact that the way that he went about doing it.
I mean,
again, from what
is the game really running like everyone else was fine?
From what it sounds like he did it before asking. He basically he did it before asking. And because he didn't ask, and then he gets caught later on, and he did own up to it, which is great. He owned up to it after the fact. Yes, Tom.
Yeah, 100% Tom.
Briggs, real quick, TLDR version. Spartan tampered with an SSD, therefore disqualifying him and Complexity from London. Tactical Tyler, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Classic Reflux. I don't think I have the mental capacity. I'm not going to lie to you right now. I'm not going to lie in general. I don't have the mental capacity to make those comparisons, whether or not it's worse or better than the Router 2 situation. Frankly, I don't care. They're two things can be mutually exclusive. They don't need to be compared and contrasted. Okay? The fact of the matter is, I'll say this. The Router 2 situation, what was it? Geofiltering, Will? Was that what he was doing?
I mean, not technically geofiltering. That's a term. Tyler filled me in on this. But basically what he did is he went into the game files and deleted these servers that he didn't want to connect to.
Okay. And so, he was doing this. Sorry, he was doing this in matchmaking.
Yes.
Then comes to an online event, and he does it during the online event. He was caught, and he was suspended, and he was not able to play at KC.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a feeling that was the event.
The city is when Formal came in.
Yes, for that one event. This. Oh my God, I'm getting conflicted information. Anaheim. They won Kansas City with World 2. Thank you, Absent. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Oh, wait, was it Raleigh? Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, guys. I'm tired, as you can clearly tell.
No, I'm like remembering the look of the venues. Yeah, it was Raleigh.
Okay, so Raleigh, thank you. We got there. Regardless, he was suspended for an event. He couldn't play at that fucking major. He comes back and they win the next one. But that's regardless. Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is this happened at the LAN. Like, he did it at the LAN. So again, I don't care compare and contrasting. Like, at the end of the day, both players fucked up in their own regard. And yeah, it is what it is. Don't do that. Just don't fucking do that. How does one bounce back from such a situation? So, Briggs, here's the thing. Like, if he didn't have... So the real question then becomes, did he do anything to give himself a massive advantage? And like, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole because we don't know all the software or non-software that was installed on the SSD after the Windows reinstall besides MSI Afterburner, according to Brittany. Okay? Teams are still going to want to play with them. So, there you go. Well, anything else you'd like to add?
No, I mean, I don't think any major teams are going to want to play with him.
Will?
It's kind of a liability issue.
Will, we have an update.
Okay.
Complexity just tweeted out, we are aware of the competitive ruling issued by HCS regarding our participation at the London Major. We are gathering information to fully understand the situation. We'll issue further communication shortly. Very PR easy statement, but regardless, that's what we have. So they will be releasing a statement later. As to what that statement will be, we'll have to wait and see. All right. Jedi Knight, I'm not answering that question. I didn't answer it before. I'm not going to answer it now. You don't have to add us to do that. Peter Pugs, Velocity, and Sci-Fi, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the after party.
Well, Daddy, we don't know if the SSD was used in a game because it was found before the phase game. We don't know when all these changes took place, if it was used in the previous series or not. None of that's been talked about.
Trolling all day. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Hopefully you don't troll us. Lost some audio. Can you repeat, please? Repeat what exactly? What do you need repeated, sir? Basically, Complexity put out a statement that they will be putting out another statement. So we're just going to wait for that statement. Whether or not that statement comes tonight or tomorrow, we don't know.
Oh.
Absent says, I would like your guys' opinion on the venue layout and size, please. LMNO, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Will, do you have thoughts so far on the venue?
From what it looks like, too small for a major compared to the others. But I don't know if it being scaled is giving it a better feel, like more inclusive community there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the F1 car is not random because Lando Norris, an F1 professional driver, owns Quadrant.
Correct.
Hence the F1 car.
Correct. Dayquil says it feels claustrophobic.
That's not good.
Captain Mo says Boo Boo said he thought the crowd in the drum line was awesome. I literally was, so while watching the broadcast, Will, when the drum line came on and like the trumpet player and shit like that, I smiled every time it happened. And like every time it happened, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like, why the fuck don't we Here's the thing. You know, I gave so much shit. I gave so much shit to Arlington last year. Okay. And a little bit of shit to Arlington this year as well. Because if you have a major that is hosted by Optic Gaming in Optic Gaming's fucking building, and you don't have Hitch come out with the fucking drum to get your fucking crowd hyped up for Optic Gaming, but you have Quadrant over here with a drum line and a trumpeter playing their asses off every time Quadrant win a fucking game. The fuck are we doing? God damn. God damn. So, in terms of the venue, okay, I don't want to call a person out by name because I don't know if I got, Bittersweet. Celeste is here. Thank you for providing your tweet regarding the SSD situation. Are you telling me I need to show up to Atlanta with a whole band? Yes. Yes, Dayquil. Yes. I'll be there. Give me a fucking tambourine. I'll play that shit. Let's go. Oh my God. What are you sipping on? I am sipping on some watermelon Red Bull. As a matter of fact, not sponsored. Just really like the flavor. Okay, so I'm not going to say this person's name, but I will just say what they said. Because they are there at the event and they have provided the following information. Said the food options are all right. Just hot dogs, pork sausage rolls, and drinks. There are no booths or activations there. Okay. The only merch that is being sold at the event, I'm a big merch guy. You guys know this. The only merch that is being sold is, Quadrant selling their jerseys. I believe Into the Breach was selling theirs as well for a time. And then like a few very basic HCS things. There are no specific, there's no specific HCS merch for London or anything like that. There are no additional booths. There's no extra shit to do. All that. Okay. It's all that 90s kids, rise up. He said, not gonna lie, this event might be worse than both Arlington ones, LOL. So there's that. And then I received some like videos and photos. I was told that the main stage is on the floor, Will.
Okay.
Like it's not really, you know,
stage.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So I assume that it's raised a little bit, but it's not like holy shit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Rev says main stage looks like a side station. Here, Dayquil says main stage looks like it's on a platform in the middle of a conference room. I was gonna say the room that the room that the tournament is located in, or like the main stage is in, it literally looks like a ballroom of a fucking hotel.
Yeah,
like that's legitimately what it looks like. Looks like a fucking ballroom of a hotel. Akusa says it's a bowling room. They got bowling at, is it Twickenham? Is that the name of the?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jedi Knight says it reminded me much of the AGL events. That's not a good comparison. My Two Lemon says roof looks to be low. Roof looks to be low.
To be like a ballroom area.
Yeah.
Like the ceiling's too low. Yeah, that's fair. It's a conference room. It's like a side. It's like, I mean, I've seen them at like US Bank Stadium has them. They're side conference rooms.
Ladies and gentlemen, Verb has entered the chat, and Verb says, "What the fuck is this Mickey Mouse event? The thing looks like a local LAN. Where's the main stage? The analyst table looks Mickey. Is that is everything Mickey Mouse did? What the fuck is going on out there?" Lucy complained that there's no one doing hair and makeup at this event. What? Oh my god. Okay. And Fraud says, "Imagine if the stage was raised a few feet and a player stood up to celebrate and sent their head into the short ceiling." Hey,
I also noticed, okay.
It would look like every Spartan when you get killed and your fucking head goes through the map and you're just dangling there. That's what it looked like. It'd be true to Infinite, guys. Don't we want that?
Yeah. Even the analyst desk, like, for those that are shorter than others, they have things to stand on, so they all are, like, level on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
It is visually appealing when that happens for viewers. And that's not happening this event either. And the desk is very short. Or like it looks, I agree. Mickey, like,
yeah.
Sad.
When I saw that they like Halt says, give them chairs, goddamn. When I saw that they didn't have chairs, I'm like, oh no. This is like, Bittersweet, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the after party. And then Clutch Academy GG, thank you for this 6-month resub. You get a whoa! Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Lemons.
Dayquil says, Wes and Bravo out here being towers compared to everyone else. They have to be careful. All they have to do is like maybe a bunny hop and they might go through the wall. Or the ceiling, I mean.
Yeah, one fist pump for a celebration.
It just fucking blasts through, dude. Oh my god. Most of the players I've heard talk about have been positive though. That's good. I'm just wondering if it's
like it might be good for the players, but not the quality of production we're used to as viewers and spectators.
But even then, like the quality from a player perspective, you think about the technical difficulties that had taken place, the fact that like that phase, whatever that phase series was that went to like a shit ton of fucking restarts. Like that's not beneficial for players. I mean, it's not beneficial for fucking anybody. Let's be real, but you know what I mean? I am getting really bad deja vu right now, Will.
For what?
What I had just said and then reading Verb's statement in the chat. I think the time zone difference has hurt viewership this event. It very well could have. Yeah, I'm just getting really weird deja vu right now.
Especially on a Friday. A lot of people at work used to these events being on, after that after work time till late at night.
Yep. Tool says, I mean, Shopify Rebellion versus Into the Breach took 50 minutes to start. Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that main stage was delayed 3 to 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken, since like broadcast start time. It was crazy. And like, here's the thing too, is that a lot of people, real quick, have a great night, Tom. Good luck to Optic in the future for the tournament. And that's not just because we're biased towards Optic. Like, good luck to all the teams in the future, obviously. But what I was going to say, what the fuck was I going to say? First EU event, cut them some slack. I'm not going to cut. No, it's a major. I'm not cutting slack. It's a major. What I will say, now that I'm back on my topic here, what I will say is that the technical difficulties, there are a lot of people online that will be like, don't they fucking test these things beforehand? Yeah, they do. But at the same time, testing things versus being in a live environment, it's different. And the fact of the matter is, when everything was ready to go, when the time came for the tournament to begin, something happened. Technology fucks up, man. Technology breaks. Shit happens. Guys, we've dealt with this since Raleigh. I don't know if it's just an issue with these AMD PCs, but like, come on, man. So I'm not going to cut slack for them when it's like it's the first EU major that's happening or anything like that. No, it is a major event. I have my expectations for what a major should be. It's why I ragged on Arlington so bad last year, because I have my expectations of what a major should be, and they're not meeting those basic expectations. Am I going to shit on them for having a massive technical difficulty that took hours off the schedule? As bad as that sounds, no, I'm not. I wish they had things going on in the downtime, but you know, you can't really plan for those types of things. It's unfortunate, but you move on. The fact of the matter is they got through the rest of the matches that they needed to get through. We know the teams that have come from open bracket and they're going to be in pool play. And we know that they didn't just decide not to broadcast the Cloud9 Complexity matchup because Complexity got fucking DQ'd. It is what it is. Dayquil, I agree with you. It's just the problem is, right, is that they probably didn't have something set up for that. Maybe if LVT were there, right? But at the same time, they probably didn't have anything set up for it. And that's a problem. That's a genuine problem, but that's not a quadrant problem. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you're saying it is. It's been an HCS problem. It's been an esports engine problem since the get-go. We've had such poor open bracket coverage outside of LVT, obviously. Yes, Mindfreak did make it through, and I will be using that button, Will. You just wait.
Oh, God.
Feels like London or EU could draw a bigger crowd than this venue holds. No, I don't know, Born. All I know is that tickets sold out twice. Regardless of bots or not, I don't fucking care. Like, the fact of the matter is they sold out of tickets twice. So, Judge, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Scoobmeister in there? Scoobmeister is in there, verb. Steezy, I hate that comment. I fucking hate that comment. Papa Palma, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party.
You also, like, it's esports engine that HCS hires technically, so it's not even HCS 100%.
But still, at the same time, they have their name is plastered all over it. It's their thing. They're tied to it.
It is.
But the reason why I hate that comment is because I don't think people understand, like, the amount of time, effort, money, everything that goes into putting on an event like this. I don't think people understand it. And I get it, because as a consumer, you shouldn't necessarily need to be thinking about things like that. Like, you should just be able to get the end product, it be worthwhile, and you move forward, right? But I implore you, like anybody with a statement like that, just try to take a step back and be like, you know, okay, I am not. Steezy, you're fine. You're perfectly fine, man. And I'm sorry for calling you out on that. I've just seen that statement. I've seen it from others as well. I just wanted to, like, you know, put a stamp on it. You feel me? So. Tool says, I think EE should be getting some heavy criticism for this event, though. Truly unacceptable, in my opinion. But that's the last I'll say on it. Tools, if you want to hit us up in the DMs just to talk further, I mean, it'll stay private, but like if you want to talk to us further, I'd love to chat about it.
I'll be right back, Josh.
We good. I will go. I have a scene set up for this. I'll go full cam. Look at that. Look, guys. We made it work. Whenever a potty break needs to happen or something like that, you know, we just whoop. Hi, chat. Oh my God. So proud I'm proud of me too, Riz. I'm proud of me too. Dayquil, pressing buttons is fucking hard over here. You put me in charge of this shit, I'm fucking just in here going. Wait, what was that? Who made it to pools? With Scoob Meister. I'm ready. That's what happens when you put me in charge of buttons. You know what I mean? Wow, you're basically a live broadcast producer now. Oh, no. So pumped for ANC in Mexico. Fuck yeah, dude. $1 bill will. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. And Justin Pistachio. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the after party. Mindfree can make it out of pools tomorrow. They have been blessed. You know who else can make it out of pools tomorrow, Tools? SWAT. Some might say you start tapping buttons. Oh, Tankaroo. Oh, shit. Josh, let's take some calls. No, we're not taking calls. Fuck no. The only call that we're taking, because we have a scene set up for it, is with PD. We'll get PD on here in a sec. Because PD, for everybody who doesn't know, PD Pure Delight, as a matter of fact, he owns and operates Passion United, which we are a sponsor of for our Arlington last event in London, this event. And they were fighting their way through the open bracket. They were basically one match away. Well, technically two, but like, you know what I mean? They almost made it into fucking pool play. So we're going to have PD on to talk about his thoughts on his boys. Technically our boys. And yeah, then we'll watch some Halo. Guys, we're here for another 2 hours. We're chilling. We're hanging out. Hope everyone's having a great night. Welcome to the after party. We're going to be doing this tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday night as well. 3 hours each night. 9 p.m. Central to midnight. It's going to be fucking great. Steezy, 2 more hours. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, I think Will might be coming back. Guys, be quiet. Shh. He's going to put his headset on. Shh. You back, Daddy?
I'm back.
Am I good to go too, Cam?
Sure, I'm just going to snack a little bit.
Oh, I fucking love snacking, dude. I might snack too. All right. Yo, Steezy, thank you for the 2-month resub. You get a whoa! Greatly appreciated. Sir Assassin, I know where I'll be. I know where I'll be too. Here and sleeping. Feel bad for whoever goes into Pool B. We're going to talk about that, as a matter of fact. Tell us about Mind Freak, Josh. Oh, please. Oh, don't tell me twice. Let me bring up the El Grafico. We're going gameplay screen. because we have the pool play results, ladies and gentlemen. We'll obviously watch some gameplay too, but before we get into the gameplay, we'll talk about pool play results here first. Then I think we're gonna get PD on. So PD, are you on standby here, sir? I see you in chat. Are you on standby for a call, sir? You are here? All right. Win ready? Oh, like Mind Freak? Ooh. All right. Pool play results. Let's get to it. First in Pool A. Space Station. 2-0. Makes sense because they're better than everybody in that pool. Proton Gaming. 1-0. Makes sense because they're better than BH3, who's not better than anyone right now. Then we have BH3, who's 0-2. I think Proton should be 1-1. I don't know why that graphic is messed up, but Proton should be 1-1. They lost the Space Station. So Proton should be 1-1. I don't know why that is fucked. There's a tweet about how Bittersweet should be in Pool A and not Pool B. Ooh, really? Blondie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Look up Piggy on Twitter. I combined Twitter and Piggy into the same word. I am tired. Okay. Mr. Piggy. I'm looking him up on Twitter right now. Oh, yes, I see. I see. Now, here's the question, though. I'm going to go back to dual cam for a sec because I want to look at this. Because his tweet here was that was 3 hours ago. When was HCS's tweet? Not that I don't fucking, disregard what Piggy's saying, but okay, HCS's tweet was 2 hours ago. So technically, it is more up to date. Why is Complexity grayed out looking like Solitude? Shut the fuck up, Mike Caruso. Dayquil says, I don't know the rules. Just sharing the info I saw. Okay. So for what it's worth, Dayquil, Haley, you're amazing. For what it's worth, and no offense to you, I'm going to stick with the tweet that the HCS put out, even though their graphic is already fucked up. So who knows? Okay. Bear with me. So here's what could be the pools for tomorrow. Fuck. Space Station is 2-0. Proton should be 1-1 because they lost to Space Station. They beat BH3 Esports. BH3 is 0-2. That's obvious. And then, oh God. Who made it there?
Are you ready?
With Scoobmeister.
Are you ready?
It's Mind Freak. Are you ready? So they had to fight through open bracket. They did the thing. And they did it in dramatic fashion. As a matter of fact. Because we're going to go back to dual cam. Clearly I didn't have the next fucking thing prepared. Oh wait, what am I doing? Chat, what am I doing? I can do this. Fuck. Oh, wait, no, it's open. Boom. I just go into our own chat and fucking find that. All right. So if we go to loser's side, we're going to full screen this bitch.
Have a good night, Tools.
Bye, Tools. Enjoy your sleepy sleeps. We'll probably talk to you tomorrow. So we see here that Mind Freak, I'll save the button. Don't worry. Went up against Fluffy Aimers. Oh, that's another team we're going to talk about as well. We're going to talk about Fluffy Aimers and the debacle that happened there. But Mind Freak ended up defeating Fluffy Aimers in the losers bracket of the open bracket, 3-1, which means that Mind Freak made pools. But that wasn't all. Because and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I don't fucking care. It's about time said it on the show. The fucking fake ass organization Descending Baseline went up against Bittersweet, who had 2 rosters at London, as a matter of fact, an EU and an NA roster. And the North American roster beat Ascending Baseline in a fucking crazy Game 5 to win the series 3-2 and also make their way into the pool play. And yes, Fluffy Aimers had Monster on that roster. Monster was, in fact, playing mouse and keyboard. He was not playing controller on the sex boxes. Just regathering the image for pools before I switch back to that. There you go. So, with that in mind, if this graphic is correct, again, if this graphic is correct for pools tomorrow, Mind Freak is going to be in Pool A. And I think there is a real possibility here that Mind Freak, and Will, I want to know your thoughts right after I say this. I think there's a real possibility that Mind Freak have an opportunity here to beat BH3 and actually make it to champ bracket. Will, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd say it's possible. I don't know. I don't think they're beating Proton or Space Station, to be honest. So they would go to the elimination side of things, but it is possible for them to make it in.
Now, if we're moving to Pool B here, again, things are going the way that we expect them to at this point in time. But I will say, series have been unbelievably close between these squads in these series in Pool B. In Pool B, we have Optic Gaming currently in first place going 2-0. We have Sentinels going 1-1 after picking up Precision. We have Quadrant, the hometown boys, going 0-2. Not without fights, though. That's for damn sure. Those series were very close. And then... sorry, Will, go ahead.
Or no, go for it.
No, by all means. I was just going to say, and Bittersweet, if this graphic is correct, then Bittersweet would make it into this pool. Will, please.
Yeah, those Quadrant games were really close against Sentinels and Optic. Mm-hmm. So I don't see Bittersweet making it out of this pool. I think the competition's too tough here.
I think you hit the nail on the head for me as well. So Haley, I'm sorry. Will and I are in agreement here. If this graphic is correct and Bittersweet is in Pool B, regardless if it's Mind Freak or Bittersweet, I don't think either of these teams have a chance to get out of here. Then again, I never want to say never. There is always a possibility that Quadrant just do not come out hot, but that crowd is going to be there for them. They were really close with Sentinels and Optic in those games. And yeah, it sucks. Sometimes it's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? So yeah, but hey, congratulations to Bittersweet for making it to pools regardless, especially in the fashion that they did. That's fucking awesome. So good for them. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Moving on to Pool C. Again, kind of how we expected things to happen here. Although, I should say things were expected up until the bullshit happened. So, FaZe Clan going 2-0 currently. Cloud9 1-1. Reversal Perfy given a 1-0 lead because they made their way from the open bracket on the winner's side. Reversal Perfy, as a matter of fact, didn't drop a single map, Will, in the open bracket to qualify for pool play. And Complexity have been disqualified from the event, hence why they're grayed out, hence why Ronan, I think it was who said it, looks like Solitude, because it's gray. And there you go. And then in Pool D, again, Will, kind of going the way that we expected to an extent, if it wasn't for what happened to Fluffy Aimers. So, in Pool D, we have Shopify Rebellion currently 2-0 in the pool. Again, understandable. Into the Breach Esports, which was formerly Foe, which was formerly Navi, are currently 1-1. Native Gaming, who were given a pool play spot yet again, because a similar thing happened to them at Arlington, but that was, of course, with business at the time and Druck and the visa stuff. Native Gaming are currently 0-2 in the pool. And then SWAT Esports, formerly Lore Gaming, the LATAM roster with Tapping Buttons and co., they made it through open bracket again on the winner's side as well. Will, I believe we're in agreement here. I think there's a real possibility that SWAT have an opportunity to make it into champ bracket.
Yeah, it all comes down to how Native's going to play. And I think they need to take a step up if they're gonna beat SWAT. I would love to see them go through because I think they deserve a chance, but they just haven't proven it yet.
Yes. Yeah, there's a real opportunity here. And just like with Mind Freak and Pool A, if this graphic is correct, there is a real opportunity here for SWAT to move forward and break into the top 12 yet again. So we'll have to wait and see. Native really need to do something. We talked to McWin before the event. I don't know. Yeah. They need to step up. They need to do something. They need to get back into some type of lab of some kind tonight and just work through whatever the fuck is going on, because they are not looking good. They're just not. So I will say, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, hold on one second here. I'm going to if I am not mistaken. Yeah, they're into the Breach series, went to a game 5. Okay. So their series against Into the Breach went to a game 5. Some very back and forth games that happened there, so that they showed signs of life. Okay. Never going to call a team out of it until they're out of it. And that technically goes for Bittersweet. Okay. They're not out of it till they're out of it. Like I said, if Quadrant come out flat tomorrow and Bittersweet capitalize, then hey, there you go. Which, think about that, Will. Think about that type of fucking storyline. If Quadrant are eliminated from their own fucking tournament with a top 16 placing, that'd be fucking crazy. But that's besides the point. So, yeah, SWAT Esports. Real opportunity here. Break into the top 12. Send Native Gaming home. Native Gaming need to come correct. That's for damn sure. And we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Verb says, I think Native versus SWAT is a 50-50 matchup. It's a pick'em. I don't think so. Also, Shay, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. Verb, you know my stance on teamwork, teams that stick together, vibes, stuff like that. And as of right now, I think SWAT has those boxes checked, where Native might be trying to still check a couple of those boxes. For me personally. So. Ron, this is Ron's fucking John Madden statement right here.
Yeah, I read it.
For the chat and for those listening, I think if Quadrant can play better than their opponents, they can win and advance. Hashtag advanced analytics. Ron, I think you're fucking dead on. I think you nailed it. I think that's exactly what all these teams need to do. They need to play better than they currently are, and they need to win games. It's pretty basic shit, right, Will? Oh, my God. All right. John says, I think the team with the most points is going to win. Fuck, man. You might be right, too. What is with these crazy statements? Okay.
Oh, my God.
What?
You got a ye and not ha.
Oh, no. Jedi Knight asks, barcode back to Mind Freak post-event? I don't think so.
Nah, not happening.
No. Okay, real quick, I want to talk about Fluffy Amers and the Pool D situation. Fluffy Amers, King Nick was on that roster. Not any fucking more. So King Nick, we don't know the details, so I don't want to throw shade or whatever. But King Nick basically did not fly out to London for reasons unknown. And basically that left their pool play spot in jeopardy. Because based off of how the rules were outlined, and we talked about it in Discord, and I had been corrected. I can own that. Basically what the 3/4 rule for the roster does not apply for this situation. So for that team, the 3/4 rule does not apply based off of how they qualified for pool play. Therefore, their pool play spot was surrendered. Just like Business's pool play spot was surrendered at Arlington. Therefore, somehow, some way, Native Gaming was the team that got into that pool spot as a result. So, Will, our prediction was right on Native Gaming being placed in Pool D. We just didn't expect it to be by this reasoning, you know?
Yeah.
So, there is that. Going dual cam mode again. Jor-El, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you for the brand new sub. You get a whoa! Welcome to the after party. Cute says, can we please get some ITB jerseys in America? Please. They look fucking sick. I'd love one. I nailed it? Fuck yeah, let's go. Maniac with a 4-month resub. You get a whoa! Thank you very much for the resub. Welcome back to the after party. 34. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party to you as well. Sequacious says, what's your guys' thoughts on FaZe? Other teams playing well or FaZe playing off? Will, do you have a thought on FaZe right now? Zach Thompson, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the after party. I'm going to try to look up a picture of this jersey.
FaZe will step up when they need to as the tournament goes on.
Oh, I love that. Ooh, love it.
That's my thought. Like, even Optic doesn't take pool play fully seriously when they probably should. I think FaZe is kind of in the same boat where it's like they expect to win their 3 games and get to that champ bracket. I mean, you can't take any of these teams lightly, but I feel like they're just above, a cut above, you know, where they might not look good in pool play, but they'll come correct Saturday, Sunday, you know?
Love that. I have a picture of the jersey. Here it is. That is the Into the Breach jersey that is available for those attending the event. Apparently it will go up in price after the event is concluded. I think it is €35 right now if you're at the event.
I also really like those quadrant jerseys. They look so good.
Oh, the quadrant ones look fucking sick. Oh my God. The quadrant ones look fucking amazing. Absolutely, Will. Is it likely top teams don't show all their strats in pool play and save them for higher rounds, just scrimming in pool play somewhat? Teams are 1,000% trying, no matter what match they're in on LAN. They're 1,000% trying. Whether or not all their strategies are revealed, I think a good amount probably are. But then you also probably have to think about it as teams may have certain strategies for certain teams that they're playing against. Like the players that are on that team, like, like we know that they like to set up here, or they like to set up there, or they like to go for camo right away, or they like to go set up for a West right away, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And then obviously game flow dictates other decisions. But yeah, and then it also depends on the game type and map combinations and what strategies are going to be presented there. So I think it's a yes and no. I'm sorry for like kind of the non-answer there, Ron, but it's like, I think it's like a yes or no. Warrior says, I'm selling my Complexity shirt. Any offers? Here I am sitting with my fucking Complexity mouse pad over there. Just staring at me. Also, did you guys see the guy with the E United jersey on in the fucking crowd?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. Like that guy. That fucking guy's having the time of his life. Wear the fucking E United jersey. Oh, Pharaoh says yes. Dude, I saw that guy and I'm like, oh my God. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Holy shit. Oh no, Ron, I'm sorry if it sounded like I was implying that you were saying that. I didn't mean for that. I was just adding on to it. Went to the wrong venue. Thoughts on Proton? I mean, I think, Will, you and I kind of expected them in the same spot.
Yeah. I thought they may have had a chance to even upset SSG.
Sure.
With the way they were playing beforehand, but it just didn't happen.
Yep.
But I think they have that potential.
Yep. And I assume that they'll get, I'm going to use the word better, but I'm using it in like not a drastic sense. Like they should improve tomorrow. And then as long as they make it into Sunday, I don't think they will based off my bracket. Like I think in my bracket, I have Quadrant beating them. If the bracket goes the way that I think it will, which is probably going to be fucking wrong, especially now with all the shit that's happened in fucking pool play.
Yeah.
But regardless, whatever. What time does day 2 start EST? 1 p.m.? I think it's 1. Wait, no. No, I'm sorry. It's 12 p.m. their time. It's, I think it's 6 a.m.
Day 2's, 5:30 a.m. ET, Eastern time.
What does it say for that? Is that the pre-show or is that like when the match starts?
It looks like that's when pool play starts at 5:30, and then I mean it says stream A, pool D, 5:30 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Will. Thank you, chat.
I don't know if I'm gonna catch the rest of the pool play matches.
You're not waking up at 6:30?
Nah.
No, Jesus. Okay. That's fine. Because it says, which means I might as well just fucking stay up since it's 4:30. Oh, no. Marketing idea. HCS Protox sticker shaped and designed like an SSD. No. We'll manufacture stickers that are specifically designed to be put on SSDs. And that way you can take it off and put it on a different one. That was mean. Kind of funny, but that was mean.
It's relevant.
Yeah.
It's relevant.
There you go. The people wanted an international event but never took into account the time difference. I did, and I love it. It's actually, Will, the thing that I find cool and funny at the same time is like, since I'm up early anyway, I get to watch Halo. Halo ends at like 3:30, 4 o'clock our time. And then I just get the rest of the fucking evening until we do this. It's great. It's fucking great. I get to enjoy dinner. I get to spend time with my family. We get to do things around the house for a little bit. It's fucking awesome. And then we come here and we talk about Halo. It's a great thing. Shay says, is Lusa the same guy he was back in 2022? Yeah. What do you mean?
He's the same beast.
He is.
A different animal.
Ooh.
Wow.
What the fuck, man? That's crazy. Wow. Look at you getting philosophical.
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? Please tell me you know that.
Will is cooking. Will doesn't stop cooking. Okay, PD, I know I've kept you a long time, and I'm sorry to do so. I know. I'm sorry. There's one other thing that I wanted to talk about real quick before we get PD in. PD, I'm sorry again. I'm sorry. Fucking sorry, dude. Last thing I want to talk about before we get PD on to talk about PD is the announcement that took place on the stream. There was an announcement that took place on the stream for Halo Infinite. So let's watch it first, and then we'll talk about it.
Oh, we're watching it.
And pay. Oh, Will, I'm such an idiot. We're fucking remote. Jesus Christ, here.
I can just watch on. I have the stream up on the side.
Okay, all right. So
I'll just be delayed. That's why every time when we're on a graphic, and then Josh cuts back to the camera, I'm like, I'm still looking at the graphic on the fucking screen.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Back.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to watch this, just a little segment here when Richie Hines was on the desk to talk about some things that were happening within Halo Infinite, that are coming within Halo Infinite. I want you guys to pay very close attention to the words that are said. Okay? And trust me, if you don't pay attention, I will reiterate for you. So don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Richie Hines talking about things that are coming within Halo Infinite in the very near future and in the not so nearest future.
Price, and I also have Richie Hines, a special guest. He's actually the HCS competition coordinator. Richie, so good of you to have, come up here and share some exciting potential things with us. How are you feeling today? Welcome to London.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. It's been a great day. Some really epic matches so far, so I'm excited to get this final one between Optic and Contra going, but first we got to talk about some ranked maps.
We certainly do indeed. Okay, so Heinz, when you come up on the desk, we usually have some goodies for the people, and you mentioned some maps here. So what have you got in store for us today?
Yeah, so soon, coming in this summer, we have 2 new ranked maps.
Coming in the summer of 2024. These are not releasing on Tuesday. These are releasing sometime in the summer of 2024.
First one's called Origin.
Ooh.
It's a remake of Coliseum in Halo 5.
Okay.
And the other one is Fortress. It's a completely new design, and I'm really excited to show you guys.
Okay, so that's one thing, Richie, and I know you're excited, but my question is to this big man here. How excited should we be, Wes, about these 2?
I'm very excited. You know me, I like snipes on maps, and both of these feature the 7. I think Coliseum, one of my favorite personal map from Halo 5, the remake in Origin, is going to be exciting to watch. Players will have an idea of how it plays in the geography around it, but I'm super excited for Fortress most of all because it is a new map and has 2 S7s, overshield bottom middle, and a lot of opportunity for highlight clips if you can put the team in a trap. I think it plays like a traditional Halo map as well, but as we take a look at the overlook on Origin, let's jump into this Forerunner map and talk about it.
Will, it's not gray! It's not gray! Look at it!
There's some color there.
It's like, yeah! It's not gray! We did it! We fucking did it, guys! Holy shit!
It's another H5 map, but it's not gray.
But hey, this is the best H5 map, right, Will?
We'll see how it works for Infinite,
But in H5. It was the best H5 map, right, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this map is designed by Hi and Mike, Karmaplex, and Dark Maiming. They did an amazing job with not only the art, but the design from a competitive perspective. And I know, Wes, I've seen you plan this so much. Just talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it plays so similar to Halo 5. Even thrust bottom middle rockets are obviously top rocks, and then you have the S7 subsetting it across the map over here, but it does traditionally play so similar to what we know the great Halo 5 map of Coliseum. CTF, the predominant game type on it, but also Slayer is going to be featured on it as well. And all these different pieces feel like they fit so well with Infinite. The big thing for me is the movement differences that Infinite are going to bring players' capabilities in order to change the meta and define what Halo Infinite brings to a map like Coliseum.
Indeed, it's so funny looking across this as well because there's so many Halo 5 memories just rushing through my brain right now. I remember seeing Lucid previously, then Saiyan just tearing people apart back then on Halo 5. I mean, the Phase Boys, which were previously Tox. I mean, there's so many memories. But Richie, you know, how excited are you to see that now being played in Halo Infinite and creating new memories with a new meta?
Yeah, we have new players that are going to make amazing plays on an old map, and it's going to be so much fun to watch. And as you can see, the map looks great.
Yes.
There's still some work to be done. They are work in progress, but these forges are going to put some final touches on them. They're going to look amazing. And I'm really excited for you guys to see the design of Fortress.
Okay, well, speaking of, let's take a look at it. So Fortress, talk to me about how this one was worked out, because I know you're really excited. You've been non-stop talking about this in the green room. Richie, what can we expect with this brand new medieval-looking map?
Yeah, as you can see, it's a really cool art designed by Mick Rips and Ethan Hibbs. Shout out to them. They've done an amazing job. And from a competitive perspective, the influence was from a little bit of Sanctuary and a little bit of Onslaught. So you got the fast pace of Onslaught, and then you have the dual snipe battles of Sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm stoked to get a map that's not a remake back into the ranked topper, into hopefully the HCS main stage. And I think that this is by far my favorite map mode combination in CTF to play in-house, as I'll say, when we're running games, when we're running scrims, basically. I have so much fun every time this loads up. It plays such like a traditional Halo map where you have to control specific areas, you force spawns in certain areas, and you can really pop off and feel like you're in control of the map at times. So the S7s create highlight reels. The overshield bottom middle creates a lot of opportunity every single time it comes up to create a good push with your team. And there's so many different dynamic places to try and hold down in order to have success with the objective efficiency. You can run the flag in several different ways effectively as long as you're maintaining those positions of power and controlling where the enemy team's going to spawn. I think that this is going to be a massive hit for all of our fans out there for the HCS, and I can't wait to see some of the big dogs like FaZe and SSG and Optic to get their hands on this map and see how far they can push the meta.
I'm excited because to me that just sounds like there's so many different strategies that are going to come out of the woodworks. I think they're going to work this in so many different ways and angles, which is very exciting because we'll also see how the counter opportunities come in as well. Absolutely gorgeous looking map. I've just got to say this is stunning. Something that we have not got in Halo Infinite currently. So love how different this looks, but also really excited to see Origin as well. You know, Coliseum has a big place in my heart. So really excited to see both of these new maps in rotation. I hope you folks in this very building are excited too, because here's news to you. You can play it right now. That is right. You can go and get your hands on both these brand new maps. Really excited to see what you guys think. If you are here,
have a great night, Cute.
Make sure you go try those out, test those out, tweet us. See what you like about them. Tell us how amazing they are. We want to know your feedback. So you guys get your hands on those today, which is amazing. Now, Richie, before you leave, I've got to ask, have you got any final thing that you can...
You know what I noticed a lot about that Fortress map, Will? Lots of ways you can fall off the map.
Think it has a repulse somewhere?
I fucking hope not. All I know is that my ass will be falling off a lot of that map. I can tell you that much right now. Oh, what's up, Spud Cuddle? Welcome back. Holy shit. I won't lie. Both maps obviously look good. Like obviously from an aesthetic. I'm like you said, I'm anxious and excited to see how Collie plays on Infinite. And the fact that we're getting granted it's a Forge map. It's not dev made, which whatever. But like the fact we're getting like a brand new, not a remake. This is in ranked. Like these are two ranked maps. Okay. Obviously, they're going to be testing for HCS, but these are strictly ranked maps when they release during the summer of 2024. Okay. So there's that. And then, for those who liked ranked playlists, something else is coming on Tuesday.
Could maybe tell us any little bit of information that we can walk away with.
Yeah, so one more thing. Starting next week, we will be introducing 2 new permanent ranked playlists to Halo Infinite. We will have Ranked Slayer and Ranked Doubles becoming permanent playlists starting next week. And we did not forget about rotationals. Ranked Tactical will be coming in as a rotational next week alongside
SWAT!
So when you sign on to Halo Infinite next week, you will have not 1, not 2, not 3, full ranked playlist to play.
That's absolutely incredible. I could hear some whoops in the background, by the way, so I know there are some happy players in this building as well.
Yeah, one more thing. Just want to give a big shout out to the forgers that we've been working with for months. It's a tough process, but they've been super respectful, very responsive to feedback. Just want to give a shout out to Mick Rips, Ethan Hibbs, High on Mike, Karmaplex, Dark Maiming. They've done a fantastic job.
A beautiful job, and cannot wait to see that happening in the HCS competitively this year.
So there you go. So for those who missed it, just a real quick recap. New ranked maps that are coming in the summer of 2024. You have Origin, which is a remake of Coliseum from Halo 5 by High on Mike, Karmaplex, and Dark Maiming. And then Fortress, which is a completely original map by McRips and Ethan Hibbs. And then 2 permanent ranked playlists are coming on Tuesday, June 4th. So this coming Tuesday, Ranked Slayer and Ranked Doubles. This means that along with the Ranked Rotational playlist, there will be 4 ranked playlists available for players at any given time. The other thing that was announced that I'm not going to read through the article, we'll do that on the show or whatever on Monday, but Match Composer is also being released on Tuesday, along with the new Operation, 10i4. But yeah, Match Composer is finally releasing on Tuesday. That's bringing alongside it 2 more permanent ranked playlists. And yeah, the one thing to note about the Match Composer, it will not work with ranked playlists. It'll only work with social experiences within Infinite, not ranked. All right. PD, you still here? I'm sorry, man. PD, are you in the chat? Yo, let's go. Are you ready for a call, sir? Let's fucking go. All right, let's fucking go. I'm going to hit us over to a break screen just so we can get PD on the call, and then hopefully the screen is set up correctly. I guess we're going to wait and see, Will.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hit us over for a break, and we're going to see what the fuck happens. Here we go. Will, I'm just going to add PD to the call.
Okay.
And here we go.
Oh shit. I know what I did wrong. Okay.
Oh, what did you do wrong?
I had I just did it again. I opened OBS up again.
Oh yeah, you can't do
I
that.
gotta close that.
Yep.
Shoot.
You can't do that.
Just rookie over here.
Josh, you started a whole new call.
That's fine.
Did it.
All right, now we're gonna see if the screen
Hey.
works.
I got Moose too.
Oh, you got Moose too.
Moosey.
Let's go.
Yeah. We're taking care of me some Moose right now.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna click the button and see what happens. Oh no, PD is on my side. No, this isn't working as I intended it to. Fuck! God damn it!
Oh, look, I'm PD.
Half my
Let's
face
go.
is cut off. Fuck!
Let's go.
Keep it. All right, fine. Fuck it. I'll keep it. I'm gonna move the camera though, so like I'm more in frame. And then
That's hilarious. I was gonna DM you actually. And I was gonna say, hey, last time I took up a lot of the screen, but I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna bug him.
no, you're good. Who gives a shit? I am gonna get rid of the text
I don't
though,
care.
because the text is fucking like totally wrong. All right, there
Can
we
you
go.
not move like where people are located on Discord?
No, you cannot move people. It's unbelievably stupid. And watch,
Actually, yeah, that'd be nice.
guys, you want to see how fucky this is?
No.
I'll do this live. You guys want to see how chat? You want to see how fucky this is? Watch this. Look at that.
Oh, that's
Are
a
you
good
flipping
one.
over? Oh,
It's fucking awful.
That's a nice
that's
scene.
great. Let's not.
Mhm.
I can do it live.
Oh, what's Will doing
I was switching over. Like I was moving
for Josh?
the camera setup. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi, PD.
Hey guys, how are we?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I will admit, I've been awake for a while. I did a watch party before work this morning.
Yeah, I you saw that too.
Jeez, dude.
It's been a day.
You're
A
fucking
lot of passion. A lot of passion today.
a lot of united passion.
Oh yeah. It was I had two coworkers in my office at one point, and one of them was trying to tell me that I should have been responding to a message about something. She was like joking, like mostly joking. And the other coworker, I was showing the video to, like, look, this is my team. Like, these are the boys. And I don't know, it's just really cool. Like, my coworkers did take an interest in it today, and it was just really awesome. I had a couple of people watching, like explaining to them about it. Like, hey, we're watching this bar on the left, and we need that one to fill up because that means we win. We really want that to happen. Because Strongholds on live fire. I'm like, and eventually the lady just left. She's like, "Okay, I'll leave it to you." And she closed the door, and me and the other buddy just kept watching. It was a hell of a day.
Love how you're trying to explain
I don't know.
HCS gameplay settings to coworkers who have literally no fucking idea what's going on.
I'm like, they're like, so what's the game? Like Halo Infinite, but this game type is Strongholds. So there is first 50 kills, but Strongholds, we just want that bar to fill up. We want that.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It was incredible. It was a day. I didn't get as much work done today as I could have.
I wouldn't expect anybody to. Come on now.
Yeah.
Okay. So PD.
Mm-hmm.
Passion United. Going in the open bracket, traveling over across the pond to London. Full squad. Full squad there this time around. Okay. And you guys have your first winners bracket matchup. Walk us through. How are the boys feeling at that time?
So I tried to stay a little uninvolved in terms of, I don't want them to think that I like they have a coach, right? Like, coach is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how are they feeling? I don't know. I wish I knew. I was pretty, like, I know they're quietly all unbelievably confident, and when they get to LAN, it's like a switch flips, because we got like, the network update wasn't kind to a player was having some difficulty with that, based on, I think, where they were in connection to the server. It was a bit of a big difference for them when the network update happened. And we got two Canadians. And Palfius specifically, he had his modem updated, and the technology on his modem was 30 years old. Like, that's when the internet was created. They had a part in his modem that was updated like 3 weeks ago that legitimately hadn't been updated in 30 years. So I knew that they needed that quiet confidence in order to hit the ground running, especially with the time difference. And truthfully, I wish I could have told them right after Arlington, we're going to fucking London. But we couldn't do that. It was pretty expensive. So I think they were a little, are we going or are we not going? Like, for a couple weeks after Arlington, we didn't totally know. But I think how they performed today speaks to the character that I knew they had and they knew they had. But I think it's just so nice when they prove it to themselves as to what they can do.
Oh yeah.
It was so special. Like, I was getting so jacked up in my little office today with my coworkers. One of them had to leave. She's like, I'll let you to it. But I think they were quietly confident it paid out in spades, because by the end of the day, they're fucking yelling. It's awesome.
That sounds fucking awesome. So, Passion United beat ES Cynical in their winners round matchup, because it looked like they got a first round bye based off of what the bracket is looking like here.
Yeah, correct.
Then moving on to the second winners bracket round matchup, there they went up against Reversal Perfy, who actually ended up getting a pool play spot at the end of it all. So not an easy team to be going up against in the winners bracket, but you gotta play with the hand you're dealt, you know?
Yeah, so exactly right there. So ES Cynical, I'm just gonna pull up their roster here quickly. Yeah, not exactly familiar with those guys. Someone in my watch party today is absent, was looking them up, trying to check their Halo trackers. Like, we're playing detective at 6 a.m. here, and we're like, yeah, you know what? I think we might have this one. This should be okay, because it's like high diamond players. We're like, we don't want to judge the book by the cover, but like, our guys have hit like 2K Onyx. We think that's about wide enough. We should be comfortable. But Reversal Perfy, like, who is that? That is Cherished. Haynes, Common, and I don't know, just disgusting players. They've all just done already so much. And you know what? Honestly, Haynes and Common, it's really cool to see them still just dominating. So they didn't drop a map all day. So, not a tough matchup in our second match of the day. Can't fault the boys for not taking that one home.
No, and then you guys go on a 3-series heater, basically, after getting knocked into loser's bracket. You play a big horse, and luckily the Passion is bigger than a horse, so you guys were able to defeat them 2-0. Then you guys went up against the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and apparently the Passion is even stronger than them, so you guys beat them 2-0. And then you went up against the Bittersweet EU team, as a matter of fact, and beat them 2-1. So if you have any insight, how are the boys feeling during that Bittersweet EU series, winning that and then heading into the next matchup? Yeah,
so again, my communication with them was extremely minimal. I think I sent them one tweet because I was keeping up however I could through my Discord, through DMs with people, through Lucinity was helping me out a ton because she was following it through her watch party. And then Gishlane was actually live at the venue streaming with her phone. So I was in the lunchroom a couple times today, taking an extra, 5 or 10 minutes here and there, watching Gishlane stream, which was awesome. But Atticus, at one point, why I went on this tangent, how are they feeling? My limited contact with them was I sent them, or Atticus, a tweet. The main broadcast is on the desk scene, and they're talking. And all of a sudden, you hear, some screaming in the background. And it's Atticus. You can hear it was Atticus screaming. I think it was against TMNT, where they 250 to owed them, I believe. I don't know. It's a lot of passion. I would never be the one to be scream at people. But he wanted to see the video to confirm, because he got actually a warning for that, which I'm kind of replaying in my head, should I be talking about this right now and laughing? But it's at the end of the day, it's passion, and as long as they go and they shake hands and they say good game after the game, and it is strictly in-game confidence and passion. I mean, it's called the Passion Pit for a reason, and from what I've seen, the boys were having a great time. I saw some pictures after they were eliminated, and seeing them in Arlington after they got eliminated, it was tough. If you watch the documentary, there's the videography on YouTube thing there. It was tough. It was pretty emotional when they got eliminated. I think they're in slightly better spirits this time. I mean, all things considered, they were pretty fucking close to making it to pools, 2 series wins, and they pushed Bittersweet to 50-47 in the Slayer. So, it was 46 all, I heard. So at that point, 46 all, it's nearly a quick. All right, game one. Sorry for the audio. No worries. Yeah, so at the end there, if you skip towards the end, where you see me talking to the guys and we're kind of trying to make light of the fact that we just got eliminated, sadness. And Mark, our unbelievable producer, he hit us with some sadness there with the music. It's like Game of Thrones, people died.
Am I okay to play it just for a second here?
Absolutely, yeah, please do.
I have it queued up.
Just know everyone's doing the same exact thing, but you're further than a lot of the scene that
able to do what we did from the start of the season. It's impressive.
You took down some unbelievable players. Okay, yeah, we lost our last game, but it's not about that. It's about how you got there and what you did on the way. And I couldn't be more proud to have you guys in the squad, so
thanks, man.
I just appreciate you, boys.
That music is just fucking insane.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Somebody's died.
But you know what didn't die? The passion. The passion never died.
No, not even fucking close. Not even close. Candle's got a lot of wick.
That's a phrase.
Yeah. It was very sad though. Like, and yeah, Dayquil, I almost just cried. Holy heck. I have watched that probably, I don't know, 20 times. Like, from Mark showing me previews to showing it to the team to releasing it to watching it again to showing friends to showing family to showing with you guys now for a bit here. It still gets me going. Like, it's passion. It means a lot. Like, we're doing our best out here. We really are. And it was really cool just to see even a picture of them in the venue. Like, I talked to a couple people that knew we were going. I had a couple people take a couple pictures and a couple videos where we could, and just to see them just still pretty happy, even after being eliminated. Obviously, they're competitors. They know they can win, and they could have. Until they qualify for pool play, I don't think they're satisfied. I know they're not, but it's yeah. I'm proud, just proud of the boys.
I think that, I mean, I said it in the tweet that went out earlier too, and I mean it, is that I think strides have been made, and the best part is that they're continually improving, and it sounds like they want to just keep improving. We've seen it countless time and time again, PD, where we see a team do poorly or relatively poorly to their standards, whatever that may be, right? And then they break up immediately after the event, and they're scrambling to find a fourth or two people, whatever it may be, and they're not accumulating points, and it's a fucking disaster. It happens all the time. You're fully aware of this. Everybody's aware of this. So the fact that they compete at Arlington, they try to show what they're made of, and they fucking eliminate Kratos' team. I remember it. I mean, obviously that controller smashing is iconic. Like that was a great moment. But the thing that I loved the most was a tweet that came from Nemesis after the fact.
Man,
so
true.
And that tweet from Nemesis was like, basically, I'm paraphrasing here. Like, I don't know who the fuck these guys are. Well, like, GG's to them, I guess. And I'm like, that. Obviously, it sucks they don't know who you guys are, but at the same time, it's got to be like, you know, fuck you. We are, like, we're awesome. Look where the fuck we are, and look where you're going. You're going home. You know?
Without a controller.
Without a controller. But no, it was just such a, when I saw that tweet come out from him, Nemesis, not Kratos, but when I saw that tweet come out from Nemesis, I was like, these guys, as long as these guys stick together, and everybody should know, like, I am a huge proponent of sticking together as a squad, working through things as a squad, as long as the vibes aren't shot. Like, if the vibes are fucking gone and whatnot, obviously make a change or whatever. But if you just had a bad tournament or just had a bad day, stick together, work it out, get better as a team, and come back harder. And that's exactly what you guys did. You guys traveled across the fucking world to this event and showed up even better than you did at Arlington. You didn't let the jet lag get to you. You didn't let the teams get to you. Even after getting, like, I know it's only a 3-game series, but after getting quote-unquote swept by Reversal Perfy in the winner's bracket, to go back-to-back-to-back and losers, to be like, no, fuck it, we're here for a reason. That's awesome. And I know that as long as they stick together, which I assume they are, and I expect them to, and they work through those things, they have real opportunities to not just beat a Kratos team, but to beat a Reversal Perfy, to beat these teams that are making it into pool play, because then you could do so yourself. I truly see it happening.
That means a lot. It means a lot to hear from you guys. And to have your support, like Mark the Wall said earlier, like, just getting the team to London was already an achievement. Like, and it was. And it's a representation of the amount of belief that I have and we have and that you have and that you just expressed. Like, they're good, they're great people. They're great Halo players, but they're even better people, which is what makes them sticking together so valuable. Is I think they also are aware as to, okay, like, you practice for a month, you kind of know what you have as a team, and you've seen a lot out of everybody. Like, okay, yeah, you have a bad day. Well, yeah, we just had 3 great weeks. Like, it's one day. You move on. We grow together. So you pick each other up when we're down. And yeah, it's been a hell of a lot of fun. And I'm glad Mark highlighted that. It was really cool to be able to get them to London. And hey, you know what? They're also not done. Like, they got some FFA tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if they dabbled in some little side competitions. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're going to embrace it as well. Like, they got a whole... It's going to be a great fucking weekend.
Thank you for bringing that back. It's going to be a great fucking weekend. PD, I know that like we all have jobs outside of the game and whatnot. Not all of us are doing this full time or anything like that. I will ask if you have any insight towards it. If not, that's fine too. Do you have any insight as to what their like practice regime looks like or anything like that for the squad?
Yeah. So I was actually talking to, slight sidebar for 2 seconds. Someone else asked me about putting teams together and things like that and tryouts. And I think they're asking me about trying out for Passion United. I think that's what they're never truly confirmed that. But practice schedule is a big deal. That's something I brought up. It's like, sure, you can have like 3 guys that are great and jive well and you're looking for a 4th. But if one of your 3 like can't get on at the same time that you can, your schedules don't line up. Like, you just simply cannot practice. That's a big deal. So yeah, no, their practices are awesome. Like, watching these guys prepare. So I was in Arlington with them for their first. Actually, I don't know this history. I'm just gonna pretend I never even brought that sentence up. So the way they prepared for that tournament, just waking up at 7 a.m. to be at the venue for 9, to be at the tournament, blah blah blah. Like, you can just tell, like, there's pros and then there's pros who practice right.
Mm-hmm.
You can have talent, but if talent doesn't work hard, the work hard beats the talent, something like that. They've got that. So they prepare correctly and they are mentally strong, and they've got an Excel spreadsheet. Coach handles most of that. Again, I stay pretty uninvolved. I know the Discord they go to practice. I'll pop my head in there once in a blue moon when I see them and I know they're about to scrim, and I'll just say, hi, what's up, how we doing, how we feeling? Just check in, see if they need anything from me. But yeah, they're practicing pretty regularly. Like, they'll tweet out, need scrim tonight, this time. And they can get scrims 2-3 times a week. I think as an open team, as an up-and-coming open team, they now have 2 good placements in a row, in my mind. But it is still tough to get consistently good scrims where people show up. Like, you're getting a lot of milk, you're getting a lot of cancellations, but they are excellent. Top tier. Couldn't ask for more from them in terms of making sure they're scheduled in and getting practices. I know coach sometimes does one-on-one sessions with them. Like, if one guy wants to go over some VOD and like do one map or one game type, do an hour and a half of just one-on-one with coach. Like, they're the best. Like, I could not ask for more from them. And they work hard. They do.
Awesome. Real quick, Noel Paul Blamo, great name. Pretty in Pink and Boves, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the after party. Greatly appreciated. I have a clip I want to play for those that may have missed it during Arlington. Beth kind of said it perfectly in the chat. She says, y'all are better people than me for not playing that controller breaking clip a minimum of 10 times during that video. So I have the clip queued up and ready to go. Do you guys want to see Passion United eliminating Kratos' team at Arlington the last event and watching Kratos break his controller? You guys want to see that?
Look at those handsome gentlemen.
Look at that logo.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck shamelessly plug, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right, let's fucking watch this clip. There it is.
Oh,
God, I fucking love it. It's one of the best
top
things ever.
right.
Let's fucking go.
Easily one of the best things ever. By far.
It happened so fast. Just a poor controller.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I did want to, before I forget, I wanted to also thank you guys for covering. Now, I love talking about Passion United. I'm happy to go right back to it. But before I forget, that difficult topic you covered to open the show, I can appreciate so much how professional but direct you are with handling that difficult subject, because it's easy to speculate and it's easy to accuse and it's easy to be wrong in a situation when maybe we don't have all the information. So to talk about it for as long as you guys did is unbelievable, and to do it with respect, dignity, but also holding things accountable and being honest about it all. It's a tough subject, so I just wanted to very quickly say thanks for covering stuff like that, even when it's not easy. I'm doing it so well.
Well, that means a shit ton.
Thank you. Holy shit.
Yeah, thank you very much, because that's part of the point, right? Is that you're right. We may not know all the information. We don't want to, for lack of a better term, we don't want to spread misinformation, because that's never the intent. And we never want to paint different types of pictures that aren't needed, and so on and so forth. So thank you for saying that. It really is appreciated. Because it really is easy to just see something and take it at face value and running with it and just having a knee-jerk reaction right away. And I've been a problem with that. I've done that in the past. And so one of the things that for the show is that we try not to do things like that. So thank you very much.
But, hey, hell yeah, but it's an important topic.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that you're able to cover it and be honest about it, but do it well. Where it's like, hey, you guys talked about that for 40 minutes, and it was at no point did it get out of control at all. Everything was addressed head on and honestly, but not egregiously. Which is I love that word.
You're far too kind.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't want to forget that. I'm I have to comment on that, because in the middle of you guys doing it, I'm I couldn't do this. You put me in front of a chat and we're talking about a topic like that. I have to just remove myself from the situation. I don't think we should talk about this. So it's not easy. So I really appreciate you guys are able to do that.
Thank you.
It's fun for me to watch and be a part of it.
Will, do you have any questions you'd like to ask PD?
I think you got them all. Are we going to get another London vid?
We're trying our best. It was important to get the guys there, and we accomplished that.
Sure.
So
it's a huge undertaking, so completely get it.
Goal one for this one was get the guys there. So that, short answer, it won't be the same. If we do, we did not have Mark the Walls boots on the ground. And Mark the Walls is a genius. And if you're still here, Mark.
Award-winning genius, right?
Award-winning. Just beautiful mind. Just unbelievable. And he puts up with my nonsense. I'll give him an idea. And I don't know. I'm just probably not easy to work with in that respect, because I have a lot of thoughts and ideas, and I think I'm creative. But he's won an Emmy, so he's as Absent mentioned, put respect on that name. So Mark the Walls is a goat, but he was not boots on the ground. We're gonna try and put something together, but I don't know what it'll be.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we got plans for the future, but London was a little difficult and different.
Okay, so Will and I gave our predictions last week for what we predict how the event will shape out. Obviously, before all the shenanigans that happened. So PD, we haven't had the opportunity to ask you, what are your predictions? If you're able to, obviously we want who do you think is going to win the event. Can you give me a top 4?
Could I give you a top 4, and then could you pull up the pool play image again, and then can I give you a second one after I see it?
Yep, absolutely. I will do that right now.
So I said it was going to be Space Station, Optic. This is what I said the other day.
Okay.
Space Station, Optic, Shopify, Phase. That's what I said 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
Space Station, Optic, Shopify, Phase. Because I thought Phase, as we've all seen, they haven't done that well in the last 3-4 months.
Sure.
Okay, so now let's look at this. I still think Space Station wins. I don't think that changes.
Okay.
Optic. Fuck, I don't know, my guys. I don't think that's going to change much. But the thing is, who can get hot? So it's like, who could get hot when it matters? Did Rebellion look that strong today? I mean, they went to Game 5 with Into the Breach, but is that what their name is? Into the Breach?
Yep, Into the Breach.
Into the Breach? Imagine if Reversal Perf you went on a run? That'd be sick. Base Station, Optic. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think mine's okay. It's pretty close. Could happen. It's pretty common. I feel like my prediction's pretty by the book.
Real quick, I have Optic, SSG, FaZe, Shopify. That's my top 4.
Okay, yeah. So same top 4, slightly different. You got Optic winning in the final against Space Station.
Yes.
You have FaZe 3rd?
I personally have FaZe 3rd and Shopify in 4th. Will, what were your top 1?
Yeah.
I had Space Station, FaZe, Optic, Rebellion.
Fuck yeah.
Or did I have... Yeah. Space Station, FaZe, Optic, Rebellion. I'd be willing to amend that now after seeing pool play. But
I think Sentinels... you know what? I think it would be very fun and awesome. And I think it's within the realm of possibility. I could see Sentinels cracking the top 3. Same with Into the Breach. I think Into the Breach could make that happen too. Like, those might be 2 teams that have the potential to crack the top 3. Sentinels and Into the Breach. And Dark Horse, Reversal Perfy. Let's fucking go. Common, Haynes, Imagine. God, they've been doing it. So that'd be super cool if they made a bit of a run.
Every single time I say, I'll go back to Cams here. Every single time I say that Cloud9 are surprising me, they shit the bed. So, then, it's weird because I swear to God, like, they've had a shit ton of different rosters. Okay. So, like, bear with me here, but every once in a while they surprise me, and they had a really close series with FaZe. I know it's only pools, but they had a really close series with FaZe there. So, I mean, Cloud9 could surprise. I don't see them going far, but like they could surprise. The thing that surprises me when people have like Shopify as their like surprise team or whatever. I'm like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? They're not a surprise team anymore. But regardless, I think my predictions are going to stay the same. Unless like SWAT can beat Native. That's a real thing that can happen. Mindfree can beat BH3, but Will and we both had BH3 taken last in that pool anyway. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter who makes it out of there. And I think everything else just goes the way that it has been. Obviously, Complexity being out fucks everything up for that, but whatever. What are you going to do? But fuck it, dude. But fuck it. So, PD, before we potentially watch a little bit of gameplay here before we take off for the rest of the fucking night, what has been has there been any surprises for you for pool play as of yet? Do you want me to bring the graphic up again?
Sure. That'll help.
Okay.
And then I'm going to answer Dako's question really quick as well.
Please do.
That's okay. She wanted to know, how did it feel playing Bittersweet Team's 2 series in a row? That was wild. So I'm a big fan of Bittersweet. Like, the owner, I've chatted with him a handful of times. He's a wonderful guy. Haley, obviously, amazing. Does so much for the community. Her mini 8s are awesome. Piggy is such a legend. He's one of the nicest guys in the scene. And then, I mean, Envor, I know Envor a little bit as well. So there's a lot of history there. I love those people. But things got spicy. Haley and I were like, holy shit, we're Passion Nights playing Bittersweet. I think friends were off there for a little bit. It was the EU one. I would say like it didn't feel like we were playing Bittersweet. The name was there, but like I don't know those players that much. But it was still a massive win, like a game 3 victory. Like I knew the names of the players we were playing, and it was special to see the boys win. But the one against Envor, Piggy, like to me, it's like when the match is going on, even though I know Piggy so well and I've played on a team in a Cindo series tournament that was like a few weeks long. We got second, by the way. It was pretty fucking awesome. With Piggy and Dayquil and Dolo. Like when the match is happening, I don't really care who's on the other team. It does not matter. It's our team should win. Our team is going to win. And then when they don't win, then I think about, okay, we didn't win. But until we lose, the attitude is, it does not matter who the enemy is. We're going to take care of our business, which is winning. And if we don't, then I guess we look back. And once it was over, then it's like, well, shit. If we're going to lose, and I said this to Haley, if we're going to lose to somebody, Piggy's a good person to lose to. Happy to know Piggy is moving on. So it's still extremely happy. And it's kind of cool. The only teams we lost to qualified for pools. Reversal Perfy didn't drop a map. And Ascending Baseline went on to win a Game 5. And they were up 2-1. I don't know how... They didn't close it out in Game 4, but they closed it out in Game 5. So
You mean Bittersweet?
I don't know. Did I just say Piggy?
No, you said
Ascending Baseline. Yeah, that's who they... Yeah. Been a long day.
It's okay. I'm fully aware of that.
That's who they beat. But no, I don't know. It was absolutely insane. But pool play,
yeah,
surprises. Into the Breach taking Shopify to Game 5. I bet you a lot of people didn't see that coming. Like Into the Breach came out ready to play. Shopify had to really ice up and win games 4 and 5. So Shopify was down 2-1 to Into the Breach. So that was probably a bit of a surprise. Native Gaming, I mean, that sucks. You don't want to see that. APG's an absolute legend. I'm such a Gilkey fan. Like, he's awesome. So I would expect Native to come out pretty mad. And Barcode, Miquin, are you kidding? So I don't know Miquin as well, but like I know he's been on with you guys, and he's obviously helping out and being a part of the community. Like, how can you not root for that team and those people? So, and Barcode, I mean, what a legend, like, comes from Australia. So I would expect a lot of people to be behind and rooting for Native tomorrow, and I think they're going to know that and feel that energy, and I would expect them to turn around and have a big day tomorrow. But SWAT esports are fucking good. That might be, like, I don't know how good all these open teams are. Like, it's all so close, but like SWAT, Tapping Buttons, Noble Drift, I think, like they've been in pro bracket very recently and for a long time. Mm-hmm. Tapping's been on top teams forever. So Native's in tough there. And then I don't know, Quadrant, I mean 0-2, but that's the really hard fucking pool. I don't know. It's also exciting. I have no idea.
It is very exciting. Hawkeye, Texas Guy, and CJ, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the after party. All right. Well, I don't have much else, man.
Well, I would like to know, who do you guys think like could go on maybe a run like tomorrow? Like other than like the top 4 that we all agree are the most likely to be top 4.
Bring the graphic back, Josh.
The graphic is back. Oh, Texas Guy. We already look at the pinned comment in the chat Jesus Christ.
It's getting late. Kind of counted them out, but Sentinels are looking good. I think Proton's built to do some damage. They could possibly go on a run. And then SWAT, man, coming out of open, I think they are going to have some fire behind them. If Into the Breach doesn't come ready, I could see them leapfrogging potentially into that second place in Pool D.
You do have some crazy shit happening in that Pool D, Will.
Yeah, it's not happening now, but I threw some wild stuff at the wall for the pre-show predictions because I was like, who knows anymore? Let's do something that probably won't happen because my predictions are always wrong anyway. So we'll see. We'll see.
You got to do it, man. You got to do it. You got to have fun with it because we're wrong all the time anyway. I will say, surrounding ITB, they, in their series against Shopify, when their backs were against the wall, they did the same thing that I've seen them do countless times over and over again. They just couldn't get anything going. They couldn't get a setup going. They couldn't break a setup. And I've seen, like, just putting my analytical hat on for a second, like, it's something that I saw countless times as they were foe. It's something I saw countless times as they were Navi. I haven't seen them. This is going to sound mean, but like, I haven't seen them fix it yet. And I know Shopify are a really good team. I completely understand that. It's the reason why I have them still taking fourth this event. But we all love that roster. I would assume we do. And like, Navi had such a great trajectory last year. Then obviously the Navi went away and blah, blah, blah. But I was looking forward to seeing what they're able to do. And I'm not counting them out yet. They're not out yet, obviously. That pool's that, I mean, with now that SWAT's in there, like Will, like you said, things could get dicey. But I want to see ITB clean it up for tomorrow. I really do. Like, if I talk about my fake fucking bracket all the time, but like, if my bracket shapes out the way that I think it will, then I have Quadrant and ITB facing off against each other and losers quickly. And I think Quadrant wins that matchup. Like, Quadrant held Sentinels and Optic to very, very close games. And one of the questions going into this event was, how is Quadrant going to do versus ITB, who ITB have been having an upwards trajectory, versus Quadrant, who made that team change? Like, well, what's going to happen here? So I just want ITB to fix their shit. I really do. I know they can be better than what they're doing right now. And they're not bad. It's just every time they're put into those situations, they haven't proven to me that they can be one of those teams to flip the script. They just haven't been that team yet. So I'm hoping to see that. And then, Will, like you mentioned as well, like, Sentinels, that precision pickup is looking nice for them. They're looking really solid. It was kind of expected. They were even, like, the Spartan situation notwithstanding, like, with a player of the caliber of Spartan, I still kept them in the top 4. Like, I still consider them a top 4 team. So now that they have Precision is a phenomenal player as well. Like, I hold them in the exact same regard. Proton, Bradley, I see you in chat talking about Proton.
I was actually going to ask.
Go ahead.
So I wasn't able to watch as much other than, like, I was trying to do my best at work to, do work, but also watch Pass United. That's where all my day was. Pass United and accomplish a couple things at work. How did the Proton Space Station series go? I see their 3-1 Space Station, but like, Proton's a team that, like, last shot won World's FFA. Collect has been like an up and coming player, if you will, for like 2 years now, that like is so close to breaking through and just like being in that top 4. Like, he's that good of a player that he could be on a top 4 roster kind of deal. And then was it Druck and Talek? Like, Talek was such a slayer at times, and Druck, it's his first event in how long? So like, how did that series play out against Space Station?
So just looking at it right now, Game 1 was King of the Hill on Solitude. It was 4-2 going to Space Station. Game 2 was Slayer on Recharge, 50-41 going to Space Station. Game 3 was Empyrean Flag, 1-3 going to Proton. And then Oddball Live Fire was game 4. Space Station 1, 2-1.
Wow.
And the final actual score was 200-154.
Wow. So I just realized in my little, word vomit of looking at pools for a minute there, I never talked about Proton. That sounds to me like a very close series. If 4-2 on, was it King of the Hill and Solitude, you said?
Yeah, game 4. Wait, game 1 was King of the Hill. Yeah, game 1 was King of the Hill and Solitude.
And 4-2, like, I don't know, that's a weird game type. I feel like 4-2 is very close, to be honest. Like, and then to an oddball game, take him to round 3, to take a pit flag, and then the Slayer didn't sound like it was too crazy far off. Like, I don't know, maybe Proton, like, last shot, like, One Worlds, Collect's been knocking at the door for a while. Tolik's a main Slayer, like, he's quite literally, he led Native Red, like, with Manny and Soul Snipe and them, like, a lot of games, he was the guy for them at times. I know on teams, like, it rotates, there's a different guy, every few games. It's hard to do it all day, but, and then Druck, like, imagine how much passion Druck has right now?
Probably all the fucking passion.
He's bottled up for how long? I don't know, Proton. Now I'm thinking Proton could go on a run.
See, my thing, so I'm so conflicted. I am so unbelievably conflicted on Proton right now because obviously they have talent. Like that's no debate. Like obviously they have fucking talent. Okay. My worry is and continues to be Druck, not because of the talent that he has, but because of the situation that he's in. He's able to compete in London based off the visa that he has. Okay? After London, what happens?
I wouldn't sign him to a roster again.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. And they just got Collect on that team. Like, what happens? Like, what do we do? So, like,
you got looking for a fourth.
And I know we're just talking about London right now, so I'm not counting Proton out right now for London. But it's just, and again, it's nothing against Druck. He's probably doing everything he can to try to get this fucking situation figured out. But I don't have confidence. Like, I'm so conflicted that I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. And so, again, putting my analytical hat on, I know people have Proton higher up in their potential placings, whatever it may be. Where I'm at with Proton is, like you said, PD, this is Druck's first LAN in how fucking long?
I don't even know. Year?
Obviously, he has talent. That's a given. But the fact that they had just basically picked up Collect, this is Druck's first LAN in a long fucking time. I don't personally, and again, it's nothing against them, I don't personally see them going incredibly far. I don't see them going as far as some others do. I don't see Proton breaking into top 4. I just don't see it happening. Not when you have Sentinels, not when you have Shopify firmly planted there. Sorry, not sorry. So
yeah, I think top 6 though.
That
I put that as a maybe.
That's a maybe.
They're like fringe.
Let me look. Give me just a sec because now I'm going to open up our previous show notes and take a look to see what I actually had. Bear with me a sec here. Yeah, I had Proton top 8.
That's nice. I mean, I think that's extremely reasonable. I would almost expect them to be, 7th, 8th. Like, that's, 7th, 8th. With the potential to make it to 5th, 6th.
Jetson says Proton top 6, potentially top 4. They're better than Sentinels. You're out of your mind if you think they're better than Sentinels.
Yeah, I couldn't say that. I wouldn't say they're better, but I would say like 65-35. Sentinel wins 65 to Proton's 35. It's like it's any given day, right? Like if the team gets hot, like Proton has the players.
Yes.
Like, team gets hot, you got the talent, you got the skill, and I do think the Druck buff could be a factor.
Sure.
Like the guy's been just working out, just waiting.
I mean, yeah, he literally has been working out. So yeah, no, and I said it before and I'll say it again. It's nothing against the skill of the players. Like they obviously have a lot of skill to them. To me, it's the amount of time that they've had to play together. Not knowing what the future holds for them. I think that could be a weight. And Clutch brought up a really good point on the broadcast today about a lot of us don't focus on the human aspect of the player, where a lot of people are just focused on stats. A lot of people are just focused on previous results, so on and so forth, but they're not taking into consideration the actual person behind the name. And like I said, there's a lot of up in the air about what that team is going to do post-London. So obviously they're going to bring their all here. They're going to want to do everything they can to get far to, I mean, obviously in their mind, they want to win, but I just don't see it happening. Sholnov says Proton has competed well in scrims. While scrims aren't everything, it is something. That's fine. But when push comes to shove, here we are. And Will, we've talked about it before too, is that I think a lot of it kind of depends on where you are in the bracket and who you're playing against in the bracket. So,
it can. I feel like at this point you should kind of know what you're going to do, and the way with double elimination, like you should be able to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get bracket fucked. Like with double elim, like if you're a top 12 team, you can't be losing to the 13th through 16th teams. You just can't. And you're going to play one of them, you would think.
Yeah.
Like you should have an opportunity to, beat that team in the pool play, set yourself up for success in the champ bracket, and then take one match. Like, yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Fuck yeah. And you know what you have, and you got to kind of rise to the occasion and be that. And then it's, can you rise above that? And, go on a run. Get hot.
Yeah.
What separates the good from the great?
Sign me up. I want to play.
No, I think the better question is, Will, you said it in the chat earlier, miss being a part of the PD8s. When the fuck are those getting back up and running?
Wait, let's wrap this up. Let's get 8s going and just go until the stream starts in the morning, because none of us are sleeping anyway at this point, right?
Oh my god. Hey, Mark the
Oh,
Walls
yeah.
is still here.
Hey.
No, Mark. Yeah, Mark made that emote like a week ago.
Oh, beautiful.
Jesus
Eight.
Christ.
Pretty sick emote. To answer your question, I'll be the first to admit, hand up, the 8s haven't exactly been happening. Probably went on a 2-month streak there where we're batting a pretty low percentage. For days of the week that had 8s, it was averaging less than 1 for a while. We had a good run though. Prior to that, we were averaging 3 nights a week. We're getting 8s. Now it's down to like 0.3. So, but in the last week or so, I think we did it twice. I think we had 2 8s in the last week and a half or so. So Passion is beginning to sway or swing back.
Mm-hmm.
But admittedly, I have been busy with, Pass United. It's been fucking fun. But it comes with, I got to put on a different hat a couple nights of the week. And so when I do have time, if 8s aren't like locked, I'm like, okay, I'll just run 2 hours of matchmaking because I get game, then I go to bed. So, but no, 8s are fucking awesome. So I would love to get some more 8s going.
Hell yeah.
And Absent, I am not. You know what? Fuck you, Absent.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn.
We got heated real quick.
I went there.
Do we need to ban Absent?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. Shoot him into the moon. To oblivion. He asked me, how's that 1750 coming, Ryan? You know exactly what my rank is right now, and it's not going well.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I'm getting something queued up here.
I'm looking into. I've seen a few things in chat about Xbox servers being down.
I did hear that, yeah. Guess nobody's fucking playing Halo right now, huh?
The account and profile servers are down. So if they can't pull your account, probably why you can't get into anything.
Spartan stole them all. That's also kind of mean. All right.
Oh, you know.
Real quick, because we have like a little over 20 minutes left in this first after party stream. I want to give a shout out to us. Little shameless plug here. If you type an exclamation point merch in the chat, we have the after party merch line is available right now. Shirts and posters. Go ahead and help yourself if you so choose. Yeah. Go check it out. Art is by Uriel over on Twitter. He also was the one who did... Oh, this is going to sound very terrible at this point in time, topically speaking. But he did the collaboration with the HCS and Complexity. So take that for what you will. But no, the art is actually amazing. And he did a phenomenal job. So we have a couple different colorways there. We re-released the Arlington stuff that we had for the last event. We added a couple pieces for London. So feel free to check those out. Exclamation point merch in the chat. And get those. They'll be available for a little while. And there you go. Enjoy. Oh, man. Also, Ronan, I have no idea. I have no idea what his plan is. But
is he home yet? Oh, my God. I don't think he could be. Like, even if he left immediately. I don't think he'd still be home yet. Like, what time did they finish? What, 7 hours ago? No, not Chad. He's like halfway home.
I'm genuinely looking forward to is the bad phrase, but I'm curious as to what that statement's going to be from Complexity when that's released. So we'll have to wait and see. Not going to speculate, just putting that out there.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Look at that. Look at you in the tagline.
Oh.
Can y'all
I love that one. I love it. It's such a good one. It's one of my favorites for sure.
It's been with us damn near since the beginning, right, Will?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God damn.
Remember we took that plane ride?
Dude. Remember when the guy sitting next to us thought I looked like fucking Steve Vai? Like, what the fuck are you smoking, dude?
Oh, my God.
PD. You know what the fucking best part about that was? Leaving the airport with Riz and Snag. Okay, so we're leaving the airport. Like, we have our bags, and we're leaving the airport. We're going to go, like, get an Uber, whatever it is, right? As we're leaving, and we're standing out there waiting for the Uber to come, I think is what it was, that guy comes back out, walks past me, and he's like, see you later, Steve. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
You know, are you sure you're not Steve Vai?
I'm pretty goddamn sure. I
don't know. At this point,
that's the first time I've ever heard that one. And it was for those who don't know, Steve Vai was the one who did the guitar in the Mjolnir mix for Halo 2's theme. Okay, that's Steve Vai. So the fact that some random older gentleman sitting in the aisle seat, like at the end of the row where it was him, PD, and myself on the row on the plane, and this random older gentleman said that I looked like the guy who did the guitar for the Mjolnir mix of Halo 2's theme. Him not knowing what we were going to Arlington for in the first place was so fucking bizarre. And I don't look like Steve Vai. Like, if you look up a picture of Steve Vai, I don't look like him. So I don't know what the fuck that came from. But I do get Walshy. I still don't see that one either, but I have gotten that way more often than you may think. Brax, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Brax Raiders. Jesus.
Can I plug something in my own?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shameless plug. So Mark DeWalls commented moments ago, support Halo grassroots guys, let's make Atlanta happen. So the topic of earlier where, Will asked, is there going to be a video for London? We hope so, but it won't be the same because Mark wasn't able to be boots on the ground. Well, London was more expensive because it is further away. And I've never done a subathon. So I've been streaming for over 3 years. If I'm ever going to do one, now's the time. Because every penny of my streaming income, merch sales, tournament proceeds, any penny of revenue that I have generated through any avenue of Halo goes to this team. And, we're okay. But if I'm ever going to do a subathon, it's now. So I think June 14th, I'm going. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, how it's going to work. I've streamed for 24 hours twice, and it's very difficult. But I think that'll be the cap, roughly. So June 14th, I'm going to put together some sort of a subathon to raise funds to keep the passion going with Passion United.
Make sure everybody gives a early Father's Day present to our true passionate daddy, PD. That's what PD stands for, right? Passionate daddy.
I'll talk to Swole Daddy about that one. See if he'd share that honor. He's the Swole Daddy, so I don't know, that's a tough one.
He's the Swole Daddy, and you're the passionate daddy.
Oh no!
Yeah, Passion Daddy.
There it is.
We're gonna raise just a bunch of gamblers.
John, hashtag not my daddy.
Oh no! Yeah. So yeah. See, exactly, John. Yeah, exactly. I gotta respect Mr. Swole.
Well, I mean, Father's Day is 2 days after your subathon, so I mean, like you gotta tie it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. We can work that in for sure.
Perfect.
Something to do with that.
And think you could do milestones. So like depending upon how many subs you get, you could ban Piffin for a certain amount of time. You could ban Absent for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean?
I like where we're going with that. Accept donations to ban Piffin. That would be good.
Yeah.
I think we were going to do a shirt at an event. Didn't pan out. Still could for a future event where he wears one and I wear one. And on the back or the front, somewhere it says ban who, and then a picture of my face and Piffin's face. And we just see who gets more like bans. I don't know. We can raise money to ban Piffin. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Absent, you're off the hook. We're just banning Piffin apparently.
I don't know. I'd like to ban him. He's been banning me a lot lately.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I was just banning me all over. It's going to be, I don't know.
Haley says if you do the same giveaways I did, I'll donate a Bittersweet shirt.
Oh, like in your Mini 8s tournament there? With a wheel? I mean, fuck yeah. Let's work that one out. We can make that work.
Fuck yeah.
I think Moose is snoring.
Should hold the mic up to Moose so we can hear it.
It's very quiet. It didn't work. I just poked him probably in the eye.
Womp womp.
Oh,
No, that's right. He's okay. He'll be back to sleep. He's a good boy.
Sweet. Okay. We haven't... Guys, can you guys stall for like a couple minutes? Because we haven't watched any gameplay. And there's a couple specific clips that I want to bring up, but I need to scrub through VOD to get it. So you guys shoot the shit for a minute, and I'm going to find that.
what else is there to talk about, man?
Formal didn't sleep, apparently.
Oh yeah,
Something
I
like
heard
that. So but Optic still went 2-0. So I
That's
don't know. I mean,
crazy.
whatever form of Optic we saw today was Formal maybe working with 85% or so.
Mm-hmm.
What is this every time it's like Will entertain? It's Will jingle the keys in chat. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Jingle the keys.
Jingle the fucking keys, bro.
Jingle the keys. Oh, that means like wait, what is that? Is that a reference like time to go? Like start the car?
It's got to be a reference to something that I just don't know.
Maybe Riz is just confusing you, and it means
maybe,
nothing.
Probably.
It's not very nice.
Riz is a confusing guy.
Mark said hot tub stream finally. So I do have a channel point redemption on my channel at 500,000 points. Piffin crossed the 400,000 mark maybe 6 months ago, and he won't tell me what he's at. So, and I guess I've slowed down on streaming, which actually has played to my favor because he's slowing down in his channel point accumulation. But Mark, the hot tub stream is dangerously close. I would guess he's around 480 or 485k.
Ooh.
I don't know. I've once every 3 weeks I think about I'm gonna have to do a hot tub stream eventually because Piffin's actually gonna get 500,000 points. I made that so long ago, and it was just a forever never problem. Like, when is someone ever gonna get 500,000 points? And then I streamed 4 days a week for a year and a half.
That'll do it.
I don't know. Christ.
So are you only doing Halo for your subathon?
So one of my 24-hour streams, I've done 2 of them. I played ranked Halo for 24 hours. It was either 8 or ranked.
Fuck.
It was just constant. Yeah.
I would die.
Yeah, and then the other one, I don't know. I think we played some Pummel Party at one point. But yeah, I think I'd say to probably all Halo. Like I love it. Like I truly love Halo. I think you can do so much with it. You can be aggressive. You can play slow. You can stick your teammate, watch them run into battle. I don't ever do that on purpose. But it's just so many options. Repulse people off the map, grapple, fly around. Like I don't get that bored playing Halo. I really don't. Sorry if your brain is said. Pummel Party's sick, Absent. Does Absent know? Do you guys know what Pummel Party is?
It's like a like they have other party mode games like that, right? Like Gang Beasts, right? One of those type of games.
It's like Mario Party.
Okay.
So, except you can like hurt the other players. Like you can make them bleed and they lose health, and then you can kill them.
Okay.
Like you don't like combat them 1v1, but like you can leave things on the map that hurt them slowly. So it's very similar to Mario Party, though. You walk around the map and you can interact with the map a little bit, and there's mini games after every round of turns.
Gotcha.
It's really fun.
Okay.
Oh, Absent was actually suggesting we play it. Okay, Jackbox. Ooh, Riz, that's a fun one.
We've been trying to get a Jackbox night going for our community playdate.
We will.
Jackbox is sweet. That's a great idea. And Mark asked, what was the net CSR on my 24-hour pure ranked? It was down, but it was like around like the 17, 18, 19-hour mark. I think it was up, but things got dramatically more difficult in the last 5 hours. Like I pretty much just lost for about an hour and a half straight, I think, at one point. So it was net a losing CSR endeavor. But in the last third, we were ahead in CSR. It just plummeted off the edge of the cliff in the last few hours.
All right, I have the 2 clips ready to rock and roll here. Okay, so first and foremost here, we'll do a quick one. This is Cloud9 versus FaZe. This is the one that Swole Daddy Will had mentioned that we should include here. And fuck it. Why not? It's a short clip. Might as well include it. So this is Cloud9 versus FaZe. This is game 3. This oddball and recharge. This was after a reset, as a matter of fact, because, technical difficulties and all that shit. I think this series took an absolutely unbelievable amount of time to complete because of all the technical difficulties that had happened. So, basically, we're just going to watch Frosty's POV. He has camo. He has shock rifle. And he doesn't need to use either of them, because he has something else. A sticker grenade. on the ground. So, for those watching the clip, you can see that Frosty is just sitting on the catwalk here. And he is just looking with his bandit and a plasma grenade, just sitting there on the ground, knowing that Cloud9 are sitting in A. And let's watch the Hunter fucking annihilate somebody. There it is. Just wanted to show that clip. Fun fact, they still lost that round. So, they as in phase. They still lost that round. So there you go. But hey, that was a really cool fucking, like, you know what I mean?
Wait, they lose that?
They lost that round, yeah.
They have... Oh, okay, they're at 80. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just used to phase being red. Okay, so they need 20 seconds. Yeah, so Cloud9 has one good push left in them.
Correct.
Obviously, they crack them then.
Yep, they make it happen. So that was that clip. The other one that I wanted to show was something just, I love when oddball games come down to the fucking wire, where there's a massive struggle back and forth against two pretty damn good teams. And we had that exact same thing happen with Sentinels and Optic Gaming in their pool play series. This was, again, oddball and recharge. And this was game 3, of course. And we're going to watch Optic win this game, but it looked like they were going to, then it looked like they weren't going to, and then they somehow close it out. Let's see what happens. What an unbelievable play by Lethal there to play the fucking ball. So Optic Gaming get a setup here in pipes. They're holding ball pretty dominantly here. They're going to hit the 90-point mark. Sentinels currently at 74. Both teams have 1 round win apiece. And then all 4 players of Optic go down. Optic are at 97. Sentinels take control of pipes themselves. Optic have 1 more push left in them. Tied at 97 apiece. Optic Gaming complete the collapse, and they win the game 2-1. The cool part about that play, and it was talked about on broadcast as well, is that it looked like Sentinels had focused up and thought that all the players were going to be coming through, what is it, Whirlpool or Dam, whatever the fuck you're going to call it.
Turbine?
Yes. Yep. It looked like everybody was going to be coming through there. But instead, one of the players went up towards glass and actually flanked around inside the base or inside pipes. Really felt like it threw Sentinels off because they didn't seem like they were expecting that player to come from behind like that. And just a really... it was a great collapse by Sentinels first, obviously, because Optic were just about to win that round. So really fucking good collapse by Sentinels. Get all 4 dead by way of Optic. You know Optic only have 1 push left to go. And then Optic just make the play of the game, obviously. The collapse on Sentinels exactly how they needed to. They had that player flank from behind. Didn't look like Sentinels expected it to happen. They were able to stop them at the 97-point mark and then get the last few seconds needed to win the game. So just a unbelievable end to that game there. Trey Fungus and oh God, Spetsnaz. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you for the follows. Welcome to the after party. I had to look at that for a second. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But I think we got it. I think we got there. Oh man. All right. With that, do you guys want to chat about anything else? Chat, do you have anything you guys want to chat about before we take off for the rest of the night and get ready for the matches tomorrow?
Thank you,
He's
Jedi.
growing the stash back.
Oh, yeah, you
Let's
are,
go.
PD. Oh, my God.
Let's fucking go.
Fucking back.
He couldn't stay away, you know?
Maybe saw one too many stash or pass emotes. Maybe. It's fun. You know what? I wasn't bullied into growing it back. I grew it in the first place for a reason. I had it for a while, like 2 years maybe. I think I had it for a year, shaved it, and then had it for another year. And then I didn't have it for 6-9 months. It's fun. It's a good time. Keeps people guessing too. I can have a mustache or I don't. Maybe I'll have one, maybe I won't. Who knows? Fun.
My beard's been kind of annoying me the last week or so, and I thought about just cleaning it up, clean shaven.
You've been thinking about it?
Yeah, I've had the beard for like years now. I don't know. I think I'd be too baby face. It'd look weird.
Imagine. Yeah. Oh, now that you brought this up, you might not be able to get this back in the. What is it? You've uncanned the worms, now you can get back. What is the? Opened up the can of the worms, now you can get it back in. I don't know. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
The worms are out of the can.
Yeah. Once you pop, you don't stop.
Oh, Moose. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh.
Oh, is it bedtime for Moose?
Oh, my guy. You okay?
I think it's bedtime for Moose is what it looks like.
He just popped his head up. Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Well, if that's not any indication to end it, I don't know what is. Holy shit.
He's just a good boy.
He's a great boy.
He's a good boy.
The best boy.
Yeah.
24-hour Moose stream, says John. Get the fuck on it, man.
Yeah, well, June 14th. Maybe Moose. Yeah, so funny enough, we want to sign Moose to a contract at Pass United.
Okay.
But he's playing hard to get. He just he won't sign.
Oh, what an
asshole. Difficult. Yeah, I know. His demands are high. So maybe June 14th today. Maybe we raise money to sign Moose to a contract. Hey Moose, you want to help Pass United out? He says, just make sure there's food in my bowl and water in my dish, buddy.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Infraud says need to get him a dog jersey. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, PD?
Fuck, I don't know. Can we do that? Is that possible?
I mean, if you just get like a fucking
baby size,
like a kid size.
Yeah,
that would fit. Why not? SSG has them. Why can't you?
That's a good point. Excellent point.
Right.
Looking into it as we speak.
Do it up.
But hey, thank you guys for having me. It's
thanks for being
you guys
here.
sponsoring. No, of course. Are you kidding me? You guys sponsoring Pass United is a really big deal. Obviously, like helping us get to events with that sponsorship, but like the guys love you too. Like, I obviously do. I hope you'd know that. Love you guys so much. But the guys love you as well. Like, in Arlington, we were back at the B&B. Spirits are somewhat low. You know, the boys lost. At the end of the day, they didn't make it to pool play. That's the goal. They beat Kratos, Hate of Swish, and Nemesis. That was a massive win, but then we lost a series that felt very winnable. We were ahead in game 2, blah, 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 blah. We're watching your after party. And, you know, it picks the boys up a little bit. Like, you guys are awesome, and just everything you guys do is just really just so genuine, and just having you guys on board supporting us, it just feels very organic, and I love every minute of it. So thank you for having me and allowing me to be on the show and ramble on once in a while. It's a blast every time.
We love you. So, and we love the guys as well, obviously. And
fuck yeah,
we couldn't be more excited and happy for you guys and to sponsor as well. And you don't have to thank us for being on the fucking show. We thank you for taking the time to do it. So there you go.
Beautiful.
Will, anything you want to add before we close it out?
I think I'm good. I am about to pass out. I'm about to fall asleep. And we have matches starting in like 5 hours.
We do.
Oh, wow.
We do.
Yep.
Matches are starting very soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to watch the after party tomorrow. I'm not gonna be watching those early matches. I don't think. I work tomorrow again. Can you believe this?
Oh, fuck
no.
that.
I'm fucked.
Fuck all of that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Are you still
God.
doing awake, man?
Keep me in your thoughts. So I'm going straight to bed.
It sounds like Eights might be trying to start up tonight in the Pro Talk Discord, by the way.
Holy shit.
So
have fun.
Oh my God.
We honk shooing.
Jesus. All right, real quick before we close things out. PD, you're a legend. We fucking love you. Thank you for being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you guys got the drops if you haven't gotten them already. Thank you for just joining us throughout this experience again. We didn't know if we were going to be doing an after party for London, but just the way that the matches lined up due to their time zone and the fact that we're like, you know what? Why the fuck not? Well, we love you guys. We love doing this shit. We love talking about Halo. And what better way to do it than with this little fucking thing where we get together and talk about Halo. So yeah, thank you all for doing that. Again, shameless plug. We have a new merch available. ! Merch in the chat. If you're interested, it's for the after party. Go check it out. Again, only if you're interested. If you're not, that's perfectly fine too. And then also, if this is your first time here, if this is your first time at the after party, welcome. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday, the exact same time, 9 p.m. Central to midnight, to break down everything that had happened during the day. And I promise we will watch more Halo tomorrow. So we didn't get to really watch a lot today because there's a lot of other things that had happened, obviously. If you had missed the discussion that we had at the start of the after party tonight regarding the Spartan situation, feel free to check out the VOD. It'll also be on YouTube. This whole entire recording will be on YouTube and on podcast services. So feel free to check those out if you're any at all interested. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. Or I guess for us, it's already tonight. But like, we'll be back 9 p.m. Central to talk about what happened during Saturday's matches. You all are amazing. We'll catch you later. But until then, bye-bye!